What's going on, guys? It's Adam P, and welcome back. It has been a long time. It has been such a long time since I have said this, but welcome back to the cup draw. Welcome back to the live stream. The last time I did a live stream was the Champions League round of 16 draw, as it was either Chelsea or Barcelona. And as you know, although it's not the best history for Newcastle, the rest is history. As we went back to the new camp, it didn't go so well for us, but we're back this time. League Two, no, round two. You can tell I haven't been streaming for a while. But round two, Carabao Cup draw, where it is regional based tonight. You can't get Chelsea, you can't get Tottenham, who are also in this draw tonight, and because the European teams are not in the competition yet, no Man City, no Manchester United, even no Sunderland. We can't even get Sunderland tonight. So yeah, it's a weird draw, but it's good to be back. It's been so long since we've been back. First off, how am I looking, guys? Are we looking good? Is the background looking good? How are we looking on screen? Because I'm aware I'm in my hotel room. Is the lighting okay as well? I just want to get a couple of things out of the way straight away before we start getting comments on screen. Are we good, guys? Yes, the draw's not on for a couple of hours, lad. I don't live stream at all, so when I do a live stream, it's of course, it's a chance for me to talk. So we're here for a couple of hours to talk all things Newcastle United, and then of course the draw is on just after 7 p.m. So for me, it's just kind of have a chance to talk to each other. You guys, I'm sure I got a lot of questions about Newcastle. I don't ever do live streams, so it's a chance to come on now. Are we good? Okay, we're looking good, guys. Do I sound well as well? I'm assuming I do sound well because you're all engaging with me. So, if you wonder what I'm doing the second form, by the way, so this is how I'm controlling the comments. So, for example, James here, hi Adam, mate. Hope you're good. I'm well, mate. How are you? So, this is how I'm showing comments on screen here. So, Clarky, yes, the draw is on at 7:20. I'm trying my best to sort this out. It used to be a lot more. It must be a lot easier to sort this out. It's supposed to be an app that does this quite well, but it's just like a bit on its arse at the minute. Yeah, everything's good, mate. Thank you. I try my best to start getting the comments on the screen. Just bear with us, guys. It's been a while. Just give us a couple minutes to get it all sorted out. I think we've got this under control here. So good evening, Adam. Hello, Ollie. Hope you are well. Holly, I thought, did I say Ollie there? No, Holly. Sorry. Looking forward to see who we get the draw. PS, you're my favourite Newcastle YouTuber. Well, thank you so much, Holly. That does mean a lot to me. And I hope you are well. Hope everyone's having a good night. I hope everyone's doing as well. It's nice to be out in Scotland. Everyone's chill. Everyone's out and about. Seeing a surprising amount of advertising for the Edinburgh game on Wednesday. It's such a weird game. 5:15 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon at Murrayfield Stadium in Edinburgh, where it's two mid-table to bottom half Premier League teams, and the whole thing it just comes across as weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It just is weird. Right. One sec, guys. I'm trying my best to get everything sorted. Yeah, it's just this comment section. It's hard to describe when you haven't used StreamYard before, but I'll try and show it on screen. So, like, the comments are basically all here, but like, I could barely see the comments. Like, hey, I got yeah, okay, I do that. I remove a comment that I can see better. Sorry, it has been quite a while since I've done this. Hello, Colin. Hope you are well. This is one of our own. Good work, Adam. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're having a good summer. Hope everyone else is having a good summer as well. It's been great. Hi, Adam. I met you at the Great North Run on the Friday night last year. I'm assuming you're on about the 5K before the Great North Run the Sunday, so I'm assuming that's what you mean. But yeah, good to see you, Noah. Hope things are well, everyone. Still not following me back on X, Mr. PR. I'm terrible at following people back, mate. Like, it's just, well, I wouldn't rely on me to do anything like that. But just if we're in the SPL, it'll be like Celtic Rangers. I mean, don't get me started in Celtic. They absolutely funked us last season. But certainly in terms of getting in the Champions League and stuff like that, it's great. If you don't mind me, guys, I'm going to quickly grab myself a drink over there. But in terms of any questions, ask them down below. We've got quite a lot to discuss, of course, on the transfer side of things in terms of Newcastle heading into this season. There's also to discuss before that cup draw. So give me just a second. We're going to grab our drink. I'm aware this live stream started off a bit all over the place, but I only live stream like a couple of times a year for these exact cup draws. So it's been a while. I'm a bit rusty, but give us just a sec to grab this drink. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it tonight. There's a lot of random teams you can get. There's so many just random northern teams you can get tonight. You can get like Doncaster Rovers, you can get Blackpool, you can get. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. There's loads of weird ones. There's so many. Like, half the draw is just easy. The only bad teams you can get, I wouldn't even say a bad teams. I think Everton away is a bad draw. I wouldn't want that. Leeds away, I would say is a bad draw. Wouldn't want that. You can get Forest away again. I would argue that's a bad draw, and Coventry away. They're the worst teams you can get. Like I really don't think they're bad ones. Wow. I mean, to be fair, Cole has been a regular on the channel for years. It's not like he's coming on to brag. He's been on these cup draws during the bad Sunderland years. So to be fair, you've always been on my live streams, even when Sunderland have been crap. So yeah, I'd imagine you'd be bragging. I don't blame you. I would be as well. But listen, Newcastle, we'll bounce back. We'll bounce back sooner rather than later. I'd like to hope. Is that our first super shot already? I'm trying my best to get it on screen. Yeah. Here we are. This is NUFC. Thank you so much for the £1.99 donation. Was the Felix and Necker interest real? What are our targets? Well, um, starting off with whether or not the Felix and Necker interest is real. I mean, it sounded real from what was said in social media. It started off with Keith Downey and Craig Hope around 2 months ago now, when he had came out after the Tonali departure. And before they went into the Felix, before they went to the Johan Manzambi, it started off with this random link out of nowhere when it came towards Necker. I mean, there's a lot of interest there in terms of the reporting side of things. Again, whether or not that's true, it's still quite hard to say. But certainly the interest is back again. The noise is back again in social media. But judging by how Newcastle's been the last couple of days, when they went for Højbjerg, it hasn't worked out. It's sounding like they wanted to have a pop at Paulinho. So again, in terms of these older players, it doesn't fit the sort of bill when you look at Felix and Necker, who would cost between 80 to £100 million. It just doesn't sound like the player Newcastle would go for. But I'm intrigued after losing out in Højbjerg, whether or not they just decide to go, sod it, we're going to go for a top level midfielder now. We'll get the experience somewhere else in the pitch. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. In terms of our targets, to be honest, it was literally just all the Højbjerg stuff at the minute. There's been nothing said in the fullbacks. There's been nothing said on the outright options. It's just been nothing going on there. I says thank you for all your content. I wish Newcastle United all the best for the upcoming season and subscribe. But thank you so much, Harvey. What team do you support? I'm assuming you're not a Newcastle fan, if you're wishing Newcastle all the best. So I'm intrigued. What team do you support? Who are you here for? Hi, Adam. Are Newcastle still on for Stiller? I haven't heard anything about Stiller in ages, buddy. Like, I haven't heard anything in Stiller in a long time. It was sort of brushed off from the club around a week ago, but again, after you lost out on the Højbjerg situation, you just don't know. I think every possibility is legitimate at this point. What is it on? It's on Sky Sports, and that's the only thing I've got to sort out of the way. Actually, myself being in a hotel room at the minute, I've got to figure out how we're going to sort the draw later. We'll figure something out. I've got some ideas. We've got some strategies. I'm not going to discuss how we're going to find the draw tonight, but we will find the draw tonight. We will find it at some point. But yeah, it'll be on around 7:20 p.m. It's before the game tonight, 8 p.m. So they're doing it in the build-up, which is good as well, because with the game kicking off at 8 p.m., they can't stall for time like they used to always do. They used to always just go for an hour after the game, where they just delay for as long as possible to drag all the viewers into their chat just to get it all going. So they can't drag tonight because there's a game on, which is good. Now, I'm surprised at this, by the way. I've seen loads of people bring up Marmoush. I've seen so many supporters talk about Marmoush because he is an available player at Manchester City this summer. He's on like 300 grand a week. I'm sure he's on £295,000 a week. Marmoush is just never happening. Now, in terms of playing ability, I don't know what it is with Marmoush, because he's unbelievably good against Newcastle. He scored a hat trick on was it his debut against Newcastle? He got a hat trick against us last season. Oh no, the season before last season, and then continued to bag against us last season. So he's a player that seems to turn it on against Newcastle, but by the fact that Manchester City want to sell him, he mustn't actually be that good outside the Newcastle game. So maybe he just loves playing against us in this crap year at times. I don't know. But yeah, I would obviously want him, but it's just not going to happen, laddie. His wage is crazy. That's just well done in 70,000 subscribers, Adam P, top lad. But thank you so much. Yeah, 70,000 is insane, isn't it? It's crazy. Now, I've been doing YouTube for such a long time. Actually, it started off in terms of these live streams. I've been doing these live streams with these cup draws for probably around 8 years now. Back when I was a lot younger, so I went to college when I was 16, and I had a couple of years at college. Back then, I didn't have any sort of source of income, so I couldn't afford to go to money the away games back then. So the ones I didn't go to, I used to just live stream on YouTube. It used to be like kind of like this, where we just reviewed the game, watched the game, and then when I did get my student loan at university or whenever I had my pocket money back then, we used to just go to the away games that I could. So yeah, we came a long way. I would never imagine all these years ago, kind of sitting around in hotel rooms awaiting away games, and I've been away for 5 days now, I think. So I've been away for a week because of the Valencia game and the Everton game. So once the Everton game's done, I get to go home the day afterwards. So no, it's surreal, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great. I love every second of it, but still feels a bit surreal. Like, yeah, I want Blackpool away. That is a possibility. We could get Blackpool away tonight. Blackpool's a proper fixture as well, isn't it? I have been to Bloomfield Road before. I did an under-21 game there around 4 years ago. It's a good stadium, by the way. Capacity-wise, I think it's around 30,000. In fact, at Blackpool, there's a hotel in Blackpool Stadium. So at the corner of Blackpool Stadium, there's a hotel there. There's like a little balcony you can go out into. So if you're a Newcastle fan who doesn't have the light points to go to games, or you're not a season ticket holder, but you've kind of got money and you want to see the team play, that hotel does the job for you. You can go to the hotel, sit out the little balcony and watch the game there. So that's a recommendation if any of you guys have got loads of money to splash in the games. But if Blackpool away, it could happen tonight, it could happen. Totally Owens. This is Focus Everton and Sky Premier. Uh, what are you on about, Neil? I've got no idea what you're on about there. What's this? Yeah. Adam Wharton, is he unrealistic? Crystal Palace has also been hit hard this summer. I think Palace is also in the process of selling our players on. Is a Munoz they're trying to sell at the minute? Is Adam Wharton unrealistic? I think he is. He's pretty unrealistic. It's equivalent to us kind of going for an Elliot Anderson sort of player, but assuming Elliot Anderson wasn't Newcastle based. Like, I just don't think for Adam Wharton, who's a player wanting to break into the England team, I don't think Newcastle would be that club for him, to be honest. I don't want to come across as negative, but yeah, realistically, I just don't think it's going to happen. But that's just kind of where we are. What else we got here? Go get Stiller, Olamu, Kamara. The available options, they are available. They're out there. I think certainly Stiller out of the two, I reckon's a good chance. So that's just kind of where we are now. What's this? I love your videos. Is the tune going after anyone big? Well, I think they will at some point. They got money there, especially after selling Bruno. It had been quoted a few days ago by the likes of Mark Douglas that Newcastle had around £150 million to spend. So in terms of that amount of money, can they go for big players? They can, but will they get big players? That's the question, because Newcastle so far in this window, they've shopped in a different market compared to last summer, and they've still lost out in most of their bigger targets. Obviously, Munoz was a big target for them. They've lost him, but to be honest, and signing Batsamana Torre instead of Munoz, Torre looked class against Valencia. Wow, he looks like a player. He's quick, running at players, and I have to say, considering Torre would have been our second choice behind Munoz, Torre might actually be the better player. By the way, I think Torre's class. He looked very strong in his first game. So yeah, Newcastle so far. What the Manzambi, that's a big loss. The Manzambi one was big because that one was quite big for the Tonali replacement and the Bruno stuff. But hopefully Bamba comes in, does well. But in terms of players so far, Sean Sturm, although wasn't a big signing, I tell you what, he's going to be a big player for Newcastle, especially at 18 years old. What a phenomenal talent he is. So, answer your question, I think they will go after big players, but do they sign them? I don't know, to be honest. We're going to have to be honest about it. What we've got here. If we don't sign an experienced quality midfielder, then we risk getting destroyed away at the likes of City, Liverpool, Arsenal, etc. We need to strengthen this week, non-negotiable. Well, yeah, we do have to strengthen this week. Of course, Liverpool coming up in 2 weeks' time. It was said by Matthias Eisler coming out ahead of the Valencia game that he wanted multiple deals in before Liverpool. So at least two signings he wants through the door before the Liverpool game. So far, zero, and we've got just over 2 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna have to bring some players in, buddy. I think we will. But I'm trying my best to get through all these. So there's a lot of comments coming in, guys. I'm trying my best to do it as soon as possible. Oh yeah, Middlesbrough's in the draw on to. I completely forgot about Borough. But yeah, what's his Borough versus Newcastle next round? PS Newcastle are going down and the Borough's coming up. That is wishful thinking, my friend. I mean, you're still the only team in Championship history who's lost in the playoffs twice in the same season. How is that even possible? But yeah, I mean, Newcastle were on a bad spot, but I still don't think we're quite that bad. What's this? The Everton game? Oh, sorry, that's what he's on about. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Yeah, the game on Wednesday. Yeah, no, it's not on Sky. The pre-season games are never on Sky. How did I not click onto that? I'm literally waiting for that game on Wednesday. Sorry about that before. Hey Adam, do you think the owner's ambition is still to compete with the big six and reach Manchester City's level? Well, you obviously still want to compete. In terms of the finance side of it, of course, the thing that is holding Newcastle back is a couple of factors. The obvious one's the stadium and the training ground, which we still don't have the answer on. Newcastle have to start getting this built. I don't know if they're waiting for the approval side of things in terms of the council, especially such huge projects where they're building on land, they're trying to invest the football club. That's what's truly holding Newcastle back, in my opinion. The stadium's too small for the club that we are. We aren't making enough money from the stadium side of things, and also the training ground needs to be better as well. Um, in terms of us trying to truly get up there. Newcastle's never going to be truly up there until they have the finances. They do not have the finances to compete with the big six. Never mind City. You're talking about Man City there. Tottenham has double our revenue. A team that's finished 17th in back-to-back seasons has double the revenue from Newcastle United. Stadium is huge. They've got huge events on every summer. Newcastle simply can't compete against that, and they're going to have to get that sorted. It would take a good 5 years to build a stadium in the first place, and Newcastle's going to have to get that sorted as soon as possible until they have a new stadium, until they got the training ground sorted. And Newcastle's never going to truly be up there. That's the biggest thing they have to sort out. Obviously, the wage structure is quite big as well because players don't want to play for Newcastle because you can't get the premium wages, you can't get the best wages in the world over here. And Newcastle's always going to be a club that loses players as well because you're always going to be offered more money and better clubs. So yeah, there's a couple of factors, but the big one's the stadium stuff. I think once they get that sorted, that's when they can compete. But until then, it's just non-stop, really. Oh my gosh, yeah. Hey Adam, you are my most hyped YouTuber. Also, do you think Heiberg will eventually join us? Or do you think we'll get someone different in my eyes, like Grimaldo? I mean, Heiberg to Grimaldo, that's quite a difference. Obviously, Grimaldo is a fullback. I'm assuming you're on about that one. In terms of Heiberg, I'm also assuming you missed my video a couple hours ago. That deal is just in the water now, buddy. That deal is not going to happen. Heiberg's taught Newcastle he does not want to play for us this season. So it is what it is. Like if he doesn't want to be here, then we've just gotta have to move on. I know some people made a big deal out of it. I know on social media you're probably seeing all sorts of messages of Newcastle being called every name under the sun by journalists, by reporters, but I don't think it's that bad of a deal. But thank you very much anyway for me being your most hyped YouTuber. I've been on YouTube for 11 years, by the way. I haven't got a bloody clue about this hype and stuff. It's that's been added a few months ago, hasn't it? I've got no idea about this hyping thing. But what even is hyping? Like it's on a video, isn't it? If you're watching a video and like hype it to try and push it out there. I feel like an old man, you know. I haven't got a clue what this hype thing is. I feel like I'm out of the loop, even though I make YouTube videos. Bear with us just a sec, guys. I'm trying to get comments up. In terms of likes, by the way, if you're enjoying the live stream, please do get down there, smash the like button. We've currently got over 600 in the stream, so considering the draws in a couple of hours, that's a very strong number. So thank you very much. Make sure I get down there, smash the like button. I've got no idea what the like goes on at the minute, but whatever it is, thank you. In terms of questions, we get through some of these now. Let's have a look at the next one. David here, so he says, Adam, why have the club not even replaced Trippier yet? We should have given him a 1 year extension purely as the leader in the dressing room and emergency fullback cover as Livramento is still injured. Well, the main reason why Trippier's not here is his wage. His wage is crazy. It was £120,000 a week. It cost the span of his 4.5 years at Newcastle. And ball player's 35 now. That's what 6 million, £7 million a year, something like that. The wage is just mental. That's the biggest problem you have with Trippier, buddies. That it costs more to keep a hold of him than it would have been just getting someone else. It's much better getting someone else in. And I get the frustration. I understand it as well because we haven't got any right backs. Livramento and Miley are still injured, so we haven't even got a right back for the first game of the season against Liverpool. So yeah, I fully agree with it. The club does need to replace Trippier. They need the leadership and they need the right backs in. I haven't done it yet. So yeah, I feel the same. We do need to sort that out. What's this yet? As I say, I never managed to catch the man, the myth, the legend, Adam Peter on live before, almost as good as a cup final. I'm never live. I'm only live for the cup draws, which is like only a couple of times a season as well. Because the annoying part about the cup draw is sometimes you can't play a game and then the cup draw is just a couple hours later. So those ones I can't even do a live stream. So it has to be very situational. It's a rare sighting. I don't do live streams ever, but it is a rare sighting. It's good to be on. And I do like speaking to you guys, and obviously the best part about the live stream is being able to engage, interact, and have a chance to speak to you all on a personal level. And to be honest, although I like doing live streams, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm someone that likes being out and about. I like doing my videos out and about. I like moving around. I like getting my stuff done. There's just something about live streams where, considering this will be 3 hours long, I just can't quite like sit here for 3 hours and like truly be relaxed. Like I have to be out and about doing something. It's just for me personally. I live stream sometimes, but I just like videos. I like doing videos. I like going out and about. I like exploring. I like doing my Newcastle content that way. And it's just kind of how it is, to be honest. One sec. I think I got a super chat there. Um, hello, Asker4 with the ISK 300. I've got no idea what that currency is and what is that equivalent to in pounds. I've got no idea what that is. What currency is ISK? I've never heard of ISK in my life. It looks like Isak money, doesn't it? You put the A in there. We should go for Goretzka on a free transfer. Well, he is available on a free, but I just don't think it's going to happen, buddy. I honestly just don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah, I like to sign to it in the grand scheme of things. If Højbjerg doesn't want to be here, I just don't think Goretzka's going to want to be here. We're going to have to be honest about it. Iceland, is it? That Iceland money, is it? Hey, nice. I've never been to Iceland before. I would love to go there, by the way. How far is Iceland on a plane? And obviously, I feel like it's not unbelievably far from the UK, but I don't think it'll be close either. I'm going to predict Iceland's like 5 hours, 6 hours in a plane. Am I correct in that? That's what my guess is going to be anyway. But what is 300 Iceland money in pounds, by the way? I'm assuming that's like a couple of quid, but I've got no idea. I feel it's so out of the loop. It's about 3 hours. Only 3 hours. So to be fair, actually. But just now that Højbjerg and Paulinho's off, should we be worried? I'm worried about having enough experience and to become quite hard to come by. I still think Isma Benton would be great on a free deal. I'm not worried about the experience side of things. There's a lot of experience out there. Even if Newcastle desperately has to get like a couple of players in there that are just going to be there to help the dressing room work, I don't feel like that part of it's hard. The midfielder side of it, of course, is going to get a bit stressful now that the clock's ticking. Players don't want to join Newcastle, and then you're looking towards the back end of the window. I think the midfielder, they're going to have to desperately sort. In my opinion, I would forget about the experience side of things now. I would just go for a big hitter. If I was Newcastle, I'll go out there now. The likes of Victor Forloff, Felix and the Angelo Stella, you're talking these big boys in the transfer market that cost a lot of money. Get out there and buy one of them. That's my opinion, just to go out there and buy one of these top players. And then at that point, Newcastle should be trying to sort out the experience side of things from that point. Right. Okay, I'm trying my absolute best to get down the comments section here. It's about 2 quid. Yeah, no worries. Well, thank you very much, mate. We've got here. KFC free agent, didn't he work under our new manager? Could be a shout. Did he? When did KFC work with Tyres? Was it in Saudi? Well, I've got no idea when KFC would have worked with a manager. When did that happen? Some people mentioned Bergvall again. Do I think it could have happened? I don't know. I thought the links in the first place were a bit weird because it wasn't even like a random person linking it. It was Keith Downey, Craig Corby, a local during this, wasn't it? So I've got no idea what's going to happen to the Bergvall situation. It's the only thing with midfielders now. You just don't know where it's going to go. I would probably argue, if I had to say an answer, probably not. But again, I think any possibility is up in the air after the fact we've just lost orders. What we've got here. About Nick Pope, do you think he'll leave the club during the transfer window? I think he's gone. I think it's that simple. I think Matthias made it simple after the Valencia game. Didn't go into too much detail out of respect, but I think he made it clear Nick Pope get out basically. It's going to be that way. Saying to a goalkeeper as Nick Pope's not got a spot anymore. You'll not be playing again for Newcastle. I think it's the correct decision. I think it's time to let him go. Let him go somewhere else. He's a goalkeeper that can still do a job. Let him do a job somewhere else. And he's not enough for where we want to get to now. He's not a bad goalkeeper, but he's just like He's just not what we want anymore, to be honest. No, we can't. Someone asking, can we get Sunderland? No. Sunderland play Europa League football, so they come in round 3. We don't play anything, so we come in round 2. True, I can't believe I'm saying it, but Sunderland is in the next round because they have Europa League football, so no, we can't get them tonight. Let's try and get some of the comments here. Any questions, put them down below, guys. I'm going to quickly double check the like. I've got to go off the app. The comments are on. I've got to go onto YouTube to check what we're on. So slightly annoying. I normally got the computer when I do these live streams, so this is a bit awkward, I suppose, but it is what it is. It says what 169 likes. So if you guys are watching this and enjoying the stream, please do smash the like button. We'll try and get that up. And of course, if you're new here and you're not subscribed, make sure you get down there and subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming live streams. Because we'll be doing it every single cup draw when it doesn't conflict with Newcastle United, because it does that sometimes, which is pretty annoying. The draw starts around 7 p.m, guys. I'm just on early because I never ever live stream, so I want to actually speak to my audience and have a chance to do so, because we just never tend to do it. And just before we start getting through some more of the comments, if you guys would like to donate anything to the channel, you can actually do that in the super chat down below. If you've got any burning questions, I will try my best to answer all the questions anyway, regardless of whether people have donated or not. But if I miss your question out, you can also do that in the super chat, and obviously we'll read it out. But for now, we're just getting through the questions. Yes, the draw will be just after 7 p.m. We'll try and get through these comments once it comes on. Who do I want? Ooh, I'm actually not sure who I want. Now, the thing with me when I'm doing videos, when I'm doing overnight stay vlogs, when I'm traveling across the UK, I like places I've never been to before, and I certainly like grounds I haven't ticked off. I wouldn't quite call myself what's it called? Ground hopper, is it? When you go to all the stadiums. I wouldn't quite call myself that, but when it's Newcastle going to these grounds, I want to be there. So, likes of Fleetwood, I'm fairly certain to the northern side of the draw. Just anywhere I haven't been to before, any place I haven't been to before, any stadium I haven't been to before, they're the ones I personally want. So, yeah, we're going to see how that goes tonight, but I'll get that off the screen now and get through some more of these. I'm in Edinburgh. Nah, this is not Valencia. No, it is a lot cooler here. Valencia was brutally hot. It was 36 degrees at its peak and was around 30 degrees at midnight. So even when you're kind of walking around the streets at night, that was still quite hot. What's this here? Do you think Torre Wissanalanga should start against Liverpool with Sterling midfield? I tell you what, I'm probably throwing that in. That might be my exact players I would put in. Yeah, I think I would throw Pearce at Liverpool. Van Dijk's getting a bit older now. Liverpool defensively last season weren't great at all. Yes, they got a new manager, and I know I would have been a bit scared of Ariola because he always seems to have Eddie Howe's number, but of course Eddie Howe's not here anymore. So yeah, if I was Newcastle, I'd be throwing all those in. Sean Stir, 100%. I would just throw him in there, give the lad a chance in the Premier League because he's impressed me pre-season. Torre Wissanalanga, though, that is the ultimate pace attack, isn't it? And to be fair to a lot of them, I thought they were all good against Valencia. So they're the big ones for me. I want to see how that goes. But we just got ourselves a super chat there from, is that Garden Addict? Thank you so much for the £5. He hasn't asked any questions. He just put the super chat in. So yeah, thank you so much for the fiver. I do appreciate that. And of course, it will go back into all my travels and all my experiences going to Newcastle games. So yeah, appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much. Let's go down to some more of the questions. What's this here? Hey Adam P, still new here, but I appreciate your content. Very educational so far as Newcastle is concerned, but thank you very much. And yeah, with my videos, I tend to just try and make them as easy as possible for people to understand. Of course, there are about 100 things going on in the background at Newcastle, but ultimately, as fans, you all want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. We want to know what players are going to be playing for our football club. So yeah, in terms of my videos, I try to just make them as easy as possible so people understand them and also to make them engaging as well, enjoyable. So I'm someone that's been doing it for a long time. I've been on YouTube for 11 years, believe it or not. And back when I started, when I was 14 years older, I've been on for a long time. But I've enjoyed it. Loved every second of it. And of course, it's something that I do full time now. So it's honestly the best feeling in the world. Right, let's go on. But we don't do Fanta here, do you? Now Fanta's great, but I'm Pepsi Max. If I had to pick any drink, I'm Pepsi Max. But Fanta Zero Sugar doesn't mess around. I think that's a pretty good second drink. What drinks do people have, by the way, in the stream? Let me know down below. Is anyone having anything to drink while they're watching this? Let me know personally. But yeah, obviously, I'll be seeing people on Wednesday for the Edinburgh game. Tory looks a level above. Just a simple thing like squaring the ball with that puts him above a few players. Tory's try to describe Tory, but he's exciting, isn't he? He's a player that's not scared. He wants to take players on. He wants to run at players. He wants to create chances. And constantly had Gordon, who kind of backs off of these little tackles when he had Barnes, who doesn't want to go on these tackles and lacks the pace. It's a real breath of fresh air, isn't it? So that's what I love about it all. That's another donation. Let's see what that said. Yeah. Thank you very much, channel. Channel, what's that? Right, 1937 with a £2 donation. Favorite flavour crisps. Oh, it's been a while since I properly had crisps. I used to like discos. I don't know what people think in the chat about that, but I'm telling you now, discos used to hit the spot. That's why I used to have when I was a bit younger. Stuff like baked walkers is like I still like quite a lot, but it was like the smelly, stinky stuff I hated. Like the absolutely nowhere near Monster Munch, nowhere near any of the disgusting smelly crisps. Like if you're someone who has any of them, you're getting a big thumbs down for me. Like absolutely not. But yeah, thank you so much anyway for the donation. We've got Jake here with a £5 donation. Thank you so much, buddy. Hello, Adam. Would you ever do a podcast? I don't know. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know because in terms of live streaming, like I'm happy doing a live stream now. Happy doing it for the culture, and I'm happy speaking to you guys. But again, there's just something about kind of sitting down for a few hours. I just can't do it. Like I couldn't do like these live shows every week. I know there's channels out there. I think Tomb Review is the best example of one where they do so many live shows. It's quite engaged, and the audience all get together. And ultimately, in terms of a channel, it's a real community. And I feel like with the video sort of style channels, you don't quite get that community feeling because you're not openly engaging with viewers like I am now. But I'm gonna be honest, I just couldn't do it day in and day out. I would probably do it like once a week. And obviously, like in terms of podcasts, they could be a bit different because, for example, a podcast isn't necessarily a live stream. You could do a show where it's like once a week. You might pre-record a show and then post it online. I know True Faith, for example, that's the sort of thing they do. So I could maybe do something like that where it's like a show every week. You kind of get together with a few regulars and you have a show kind of going into Newcastle. So maybe I could do something like that, but that's probably about as far as I would go with something like that, to be honest, Jake. Well, thank you so much for the donation anyway. Lewis here, Lewis NUFC 1999 with £1.99 donation. Newcastle versus Middlesbrough. He wants the Tyne Tees derby. Do you guys want the Tyne Tees derby? Let me know down below, and we'll get through your comments just after this final super chat. There's a couple more super chats here. We got William Murray with a £10 donation. Thank you so much, buddy. I love the videos, Adam. Keep up the good work. I have anxiety and struggle to go to games, but I go to the game on Sunday and hope to meet you one day. Well, of course, if you ever see me in person, buddy, please do come over and say hello. It's the same with all of you guys as well. Obviously, I love interacting with you guys. I love meeting people. I love saying hello. So, yeah, honestly, if you see me, feel free to come over even if I'm speaking to someone, even if there's something going on, just don't hesitate. Like I'm fine meeting people. Like don't worry about it. But yeah, I hope things are all right. Anyway, I know anxiety can be quite hard to deal with, but got nothing to worry about. Like you can go to the game, you can enjoy yourself. Everyone's Newcastle fans. You're want to meet up. You're like enjoying the games there. So uh, obviously, I don't quite have anxiety that bad, so I wouldn't kind of know how to go about that. But listen, everything's fine. Like everything's fine going to the game. Don't worry about it. Like you're gonna be alright, buddy. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get back through some of you guys' comments now because so many people here. I was asking about the drinks before, wasn't I? We've got Paddy here. Isn't it drawn 2 hours? Yes, it is, Paddy. I don't do live streams. I've had to be honest. I always come on for a couple of hours just to say hello to everyone, but hope you're well anyway. But yeah, the actual draw is on at 7:20 if you wanted to come back for the draw itself. So that's when it would be on if you're a bit busy in the meantime. So yeah, I'll be on literally to the draw. So that I'll be on half an hour so far. So I'll probably be on an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Just depends how long the draw takes. What's this? You stopped for my son to get a picture a couple of years ago. Well, yeah, I appreciate it, of course. I'm more than happy to stop for anyone, don't worry about it. Okay, still trying my best to get through these comments. Yeah, it's so awkward using StreamYard on the phone, by the way. That's what I'm doing here in a second phone. I'm using this to get the comments on screen, but bloody hell, it is awkward as how to use this. But says our new manager is number one looks wise. He beats Arteta. Maybe in terms of the best looking managers in the league. I can't say I've been looking at the managers that way, to be honest. I mean, yeah, do you guys think Matthias is the nicest looking manager in the league? I suppose he is, but I can't say I've been looking at him that way, to be honest, buddy. I feel like our new manager will do better than Eddie Howe. Well, that's a big ceiling because Eddie Howe, of course, got that trophy at Newcastle, so you had to at least win a trophy to be better than Howe. Do I think Matthias can do that? I think he could, yeah. I think he has every possibility of doing so. Again, I don't want to kind of jump the gun and look too far ahead just yet, but I certainly do believe it is possible there to answer your question there. All right, let's look at some more. I met you at the Saudi Cup thing before, and you were on YouTube. Saudi Cup, there could be any of them actually. I had about 4 Saudi Cups, but I've always been on YouTube, so I'm assuming maybe you met me in person and then see my videos afterwards. So that's quite interesting if you had. But what else we got here? Adam, do you plan on going for a few youth games this year? I will try to. The thing is, obviously, when Newcastle was in the Champions League, I just couldn't do it. I straight up couldn't do it at all because it was just so much ongoing. I couldn't do any games outside of Newcastle last season. I tried to do a couple of women's team matches, but if you guys have been watching me for a little while now, so my mum had cancer in the first half of last season, so because of that, I still went to the men's games normally, but it's kind of like the men's games out here. We're going to go to them, but it was just quite a lot in the background. I wasn't really motivated, and I had all sorts kind of going on in my head. So it was kind of like we're going to push through the men's game with all the Champions League away matches, but it was kind of like we're going to draw the line there. No to the women's team, no to the youth team, no to any non-league games. It was just kind of like I needed some time myself. I needed some time to crack on. Obviously, my mum won a battle against cancer, so that's kind of all in the past now. But to answer your question, I just haven't been able to do that for a while because there was ongoing stuff in the background. This season, I'm kind of free of everything now, so it's like if I want to, I can do. I'm just not sure, to be honest. I'm not going to BS here. I don't know. I would try to, but it just depends how it is. Like it depends what fixture it is, when it is, how can I do it. Like it just depends, buddy. If you get Lincoln away, would it be hard to get tickets? I'm trying to think of what is the size of Lincoln Stadium? Actually, I've got no idea how big Lincoln. Oh no, I've been with the women's team. I've literally been at that stadium before. No, their stadium is big, by the way. I'm trying to remember the top of my head. I swear it's like 30,000. It's not a small stadium. I've literally been before. I can't believe I asked that question. I've been with the women's team at that exact stadium. No, it is a big stadium. I think it's around 30,000. If I had to answer it. Right, what else we got here? Hi Adam, I watch you every day. Thanks so much, Harry Conflict, for the £5 donation. If we finish top half, I will be happy. If we don't sign a distant midfielder, we could be fighting to stay up. What do you think? In terms of the midfielder situation, I actually think Newcastle, let's say the window closes tomorrow, I think Newcastle stays in the Premier League. I'm not saying we're not fighting for survival, but I don't think Newcastle goes down. I don't think we're close to going down. I would still argue that window closes tomorrow. Newcastle obviously have the right back problem, and that is a real serious problem. But I think Newcastle will be fine. Obviously, they need players if they want to push, and they're going to have to push this season. They'll want probably top 7. They want Europa League football onwards. If they want to get that, they're going to need a lot of players in. They're going to have to sign a few players to be able to get there. I think it's I don't want to say it, but I think you have to be realistic and look at the possibility of a transitional season. New manager, new group of players, some very good players, I must state, but maybe it doesn't quite click straight away. You're gonna have to look at the reality of that potentially happening. Obviously, I hope it doesn't happen. I've got every possibility and belief that I think we will have a good season, but I don't think we'll be anywhere near relegation. But I still think that's a bit of a stretch. I just think that's not going to happen personally. But what else we got here? We've got Charlie Talks Football. Yeah, I hope you're well, buddy. Hope your dad's well as well. But we seem to get written off by rival fans. They're talking through the wrong. Yeah, I think everyone's written us off. I do agree with that. I think everyone's looked at Newcastle, looks up, look us down. And then look at the optics side of things. I feel like if you're an opposition fan looking at Newcastle without watching the team week in, week out, it's so obvious to look at Newcastle and just to go, well, oh, Newcastle's lost all these players. They're crap. They're in a crap spot. They're not a good team. They're not going to do anything. But we're not that bad. Obviously, they're going to have to look at where we are and to look at the real possibility of what the club can be or what the club will do this season. But we're nowhere near as bad as people make us out to be. I really don't think we are. Likewise, by the way, we're on 240. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do smash the like button. It will help everything. Oh, I can't speak for a second now. It'll help everything with the live stream itself. What's happening, Adam P? We're just waiting for the cup draw, which should be on shortly after 7 p.m. In the meantime, we are talking all things Newcastle United. What's this? We do Brighton again this year. I do every single big game. I literally do every game. Every Newcastle game we do. So yes, I will be back at Brighton this year. I do like Brighton, by the way. It's got like try to describe for supporters I haven't been. There's a massive bar that's like outside the stadium now, but it's kind of like St James's Stack, but it's an open bar, so you just go in, get your drinks, and you can like drink it around the complex. But it's open to away fans, home fans. It's like sound as out. So yeah, I always like Brighton. I don't like the result side of things because we always bloody lose, but I do like Brighton. We've got a Tottenham fan. Yeah, look at your squad. It is crap. I mean, it's not crap. Like it is not. Come on, we've got some good players there. Yes, I'm not gonna deny the fact that we've lost some good players. But you can just buy. They'll still buy about 4 more players, and they're in a decent spot. Like they're in a pretty decent spot. It says, I'm new. How do I donate? You're so good at reporting. And well, thanks so much for that. What's that? Wally Garget? Is that how you pronounce it? In terms of any donations, if people want to donate, there is a super chat option in the chat. So when you're about to post a comment, there should be a super chat button next to that. If you want to donate to the stream, that's how you do it. And obviously, the comments come up. So I keep seeing people say 14 to 18 place by rival fans, but I'm thinking that we're going to get in and get around 6th and 9th. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I think Newcastle will get top half. They have to get players, I must state. Again, they're going to need 4+ players in, but if they get the right players in, if they get what they need in, I think they'll finish top half. I think they've got a chance at Conference League, Europa League, and I think they're in for a shout. I actually do think we are. But in terms of you guys in the chat, let me know down below, where do you think Newcastle will finish this season? Where have you got Newcastle? Where do you think they'll finish? What do you think they're going to do this season? So let me know. Someone here, I hope we get Preston. I've been in Preston before a couple of times, actually. It's quite good. I do quite like Preston. We got here, someone thinks we'll finish 8th/9th. That would be all right. It's just that fear of not getting anything, isn't it? Like you want to get something for next season. I'll be happy with 10th this season, so you're happy with a top half finish. We've got 8th here. Right, okay. I can see it's finished top 5. I mean, that is quite a wishful comment, buddy. I don't think we're that good. Yeah, I definitely don't think we're going to get Champions League, but fair enough. I respect you for thinking that way. If the 12th, in my opinion, potentially exactly where they finished last season, that wouldn't be ideal. I think 7th, Chris. Okay. But Trevor, yeah, thinks we'll finish 8th. I try my best to get these comments on as quickly as possible, but they're pretty slow on this phone. King Wu thinks we'll finish 8th. I see that. Yeah, right. We've got here 10th this season. Next season, we'll make a run for top 5. So, yeah, I'm getting quite a similar trend in the comments here. So, there's a lot of Newcastle fans that are kind of just accepting that it could be a transition season, accepting that it's going to be one of them ones where I might just not quite go our way. Fair enough. But that's what people think. Like, I understand that. So be it. But I think I agree. I'm going to be more optimistic. I'm going to put Newcastle up there because I have to. I make videos on Newcastle. I obviously want the club to do well. I'm gonna put with 7th. I'm actually gonna put us exactly where Sunderland finished last season. It's audacious. It's ambitious. Do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not. But I'm gonna put us 7th because Newcastle have to get something out of this season. I don't think top half enough. If they win a cup, then obviously that's fine because you got Conference League football that way. But if it is just, let's say, a top half finish, I just don't think it's going to be enough, guys. Says, I think we can get Europa out of conference to 6th to 8th and win the FA Cup after 72 long years. Oh, wow, top 8 and an FA Cup win. That'll be some season, my I would take that in a heartbeat. But it's pretty crazy. Isn't it? That's this year. Bookmark this, Adam. We'll win the lot this year. You gotta believe. I don't. I do not believe in that, but fair enough. It's one game a week, go back to a similar system and high intensity football. Why can't we do something this season? Well, I like the hope so. Matthias Isla side. Certainly got to go in against Valencia, especially in the second half. But again, it was against 10 players. I'm not going to jump the gun too much on them. Right, nice haircut. Thank you, whoever put that in there. I'm just double checking. I'm just double checking the stream quickly, make sure everything's running all right, guys. But again, I'm trying my best with the two phones here. It is an absolute nightmare streaming on the phone. I remember it being a lot easier the last time I used it on my phone because I did a live stream in Azerbaijan for the FA Cup, and I remember it being all right then, but it's been an absolute pain in the arse when I'm trying to do the stream. I don't know what is going. I don't know what is going on with it here, but it really does not like. It really just doesn't seem to like me reading the comments out on this. But yeah, just give me 1 second, guys, and then we're all good. Right, there we are. Sorry about that. Good to come back. Let's just like Yaisla has to get you up, or no excuses. He's gonna have the money. Oh, that's a big one. But I actually think I don't think he gets sacked. Let's say Newcastle finish around 12, let you do it anyhow. I think yes, let's say I think he gets 2 seasons in it. I think you're gonna have to be a bit honest there. Like, listen, I get your comment. I get that you want European football, and I get that Newcastle needs to progress. But you have to be honest at the same time. It's a new manager, it's a group of new players. Like the idea is the potential side of it. So you're hoping that long term, they're gonna become huge assets in Newcastle. But I think there is a possibility where it just doesn't click in the first season. I think you have to accept that. I think you have to be honest and to also look at the reality where Newcastle could have a bit of a disaster. They could have a stinky first season. You just don't know. That says finishing the top 10 with this squad will prove how bad Eddie Howe was. Oh, that's a strong comment, isn't it? To be honest, though, obviously I think Eddie Howe's time has been done for a little while now. I think it did need to happen if we're going to be honest. But even last season, considering how many games they lost and considering they had a possibility a match week 30 of getting Europa League football, I mean, 12 wasn't the worst finish in the world with Champions League football. It was obviously such a depressing, deflating one where it just turned out to be a bit crap in the end. But nah, I don't think Eddie Howe was that bad, to be honest. It just was the same old mistakes, wasn't it? It was just the same old things, unfortunately, have been going on for a while. Free agent and veterans would be a great addition. Just one or two big names that we save in transfer fees, but on a 2-year high salary. But what ones are free agents? I'm trying to think of the free agents. I know Goretzka's available, but I just don't think we get Goretzka, to be honest. Like, I just feel like he wouldn't want to come to Newcastle. So who do we actually have? Oh, that's an interesting question. I hope you're well, Katie. Would you boo Bruno when he's back at St James's Park? Oh, I don't think I could, I don't think I could do that. I do get supporters that do it, and I do get that it will happen, and whether you like it or dislike it, I think the reality is that he is going to be booed when he comes back to St James's Park by our fans. Would I personally do it? I don't think I would. I don't think I would, to be honest. But yeah, that's a tricky question, isn't it? Anfield agenda, what an idiot of a man. Where's that came from? I mean, yeah, I remember Anfield agenda like a year ago slagging Newcastle off, but why have you felt the need to put that in the comments section now? Has he done something recently? Like I don't know. I don't know where that's came from, but yeah, that's a weird one, isn't it? It says people saying Eddie Howe should have got Europe at the same time. Say he's a bad manager, but say yeah, he's still a good manager. But he doesn't have to get you up. Well, that's not really the point, buddy. The point is, Yaisla's only just came in. He's not incoming manager. He's obviously been thrown in the deep end because Bruno went, Tonali went, Gordon went. That's all happened without Yaisla having anything to do with it. Whereas Eddie Howe's been here for a long time. It was his transfer target last summer. He picked the players to bring in. Wissa didn't work. Alanga didn't work. Without Amada didn't work for the most part. those were the players Eddie Howe chose, and so that's why he doesn't get let off. And actually, to be fair, he did get let off by the ownership, but Eddie Howe wanted to leave. The ownership convinced him to stay, and Eddie Howe changed his mind and just left anyway. So, yeah, well, the ownership still backed Eddie Howe, even though he ended up leaving in the end. So it was just one of them ones where like, it's just kind of fell apart a bit. Thoughts on League Gunner? I've got loads of random questions here. I do actually like League Gunner, to be fair. In terms of Arsenal pages, probably my favourite Arsenal page, to be honest. But then again, I don't bloody like any of them at this point. So, League Gunner is probably the best. For some reason, I had DT in my comments section over the past few days when I had the Bruno boots. I basically get a little TikTok video where it's like me putting all my Newcastle memorabilia to kind of show just how many players have left the club. And for some reason, DT was commenting on it, like slagging Newcastle off. Let's be honest, DT, you're the last person that should be slagging people off, considering the stuff that you've done over the last few years. Does I think Newcastle get Everton away? I hope we don't. I hope we don't. That probably is the worst possible draw for Newcastle. It just wouldn't be good at all. Honestly, Everton away, Leeds away, Forest away, and Coventry away, the worst we could get. Everton's the hardest one. I do not want Everton at all. When's the draw on? It's on at 7:20. That's a valid point, by the way. That's spot on. People can talk about the top sales all you want. To be fair, I thought Gorman was quite good in the Champions League, but was pretty mediocre in the Premier League. I thought he was very hit and miss in the league games. Tonali was poor in the Premier League games. He was okay in some matches, but most of the time that was not the Tonali I remember. But yeah, he wasn't great, and I think that's spot on. Yes, the big sales, yes, the big players a couple of years ago, but I actually don't think they were that good last season. So is it the worst thing in the world losing them? Probably not. Like, whenever I get a snide comment from an Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United fan, I just send a picture of a red plastic sheep. Yeah, fair enough. I send them Ryanair pictures, if there's any Liverpool fan, Manchester fan that are slagging us off, most of the time they're from Ireland, so I just send them a literal picture of Ryanair plane. Honestly, they are Ryanair FC, the amount of Irish Liverpool Manchester United fans. No wonder the Irish League has no money. All of them support the Premier League teams. Like, what do you want me to say? Yeah, exactly. I don't, unless it's a bad season. I'm talking like you're down there in the relegation zone. Unless Newcastle is fighting for relegation, I wouldn't sack my ties this season. No, we would have to be down there. I think you're talking like bottom three, bottom half. Bloody hell, who? I don't know who opened the hotel door before that was a loud opening door. I hope we don't get a draw against top championship side like Wolves, Middlesbrough, West Ham. Might be tricky. We can't get West Ham, by the way, because it's a regional draw. You can't get West Ham. I'm assuming you're a Newcastle fan, by the way, but no, Newcastle is in the northern side of the draw, so you can't get West Ham. Wolves is on our side, and obviously Middlesbrough is on our side, so you can't get those two. It says, hope you're well, Adam, mate. I'm well, mate. Hope you are good, Adam. Hope you are doing well. Thoughts on Danilo, Adam? I'm assuming you're on about the Brazilian midfielder. There's quite a few Danilos, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out which one you're on about. I'm assuming that's is that the Botafogo midfielder? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember which one it is. If it's that one, I don't know an awful lot about them, to be honest. I know you're right, by the way. Like, honestly, the amount of Irish fans that support Liverpool, Manchester United, they all just get Ryanair planes every single home game. What is the point? If you're from Dublin, you're from any of these places, support the local. Like, to support your local team. The Irish League will get somewhere. The Irish team will have money if you guys actually support them and stop coming to Liverpool, Manchester. Good evening, Adam. Hello, Taylor. Hope things are well. Hope everyone's doing well in the chat. What's this? Yeah. Although we do have a decent sized fan base in Ushla, but Newcastle, but Ushla, where the hell is Ushla? I've got. My thick. What country is that in? I've got absolutely no idea. Where is that? On a side note, what do you think the new third kit? I'm assuming that's the pinkish one, isn't it? It's alright actually. Don't think it's too bad. I don't know if it's gonna suit me personally, but I'll be all for it. Bring back Wijnaldum for experience. Where is Wijnaldum these days? Is he a free agent? He is, isn't he? I'm fairly certain he's a free agent, but I don't know if I would bring him back. Like, Um, mm, I'm not sure. He wasn't really that renowned with Newcastle. He had one season here. He obviously got relegated. And he just jumped ship straight away. I can't blame him for that. But well, is it actually Northern Ireland? And I never knew that. Where is that? I've never heard of that in my life. That's actually in Northern Ireland. Sorry, I just got no idea. Content have been great recently, Adam lad. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying the content. I can't believe that's in Northern Ireland. I've never heard that in my life. I mean, I've never been to Northern Ireland, admittedly, but what the hell is Usler? I've got no idea. What's this? Oh, I have a Bruno, so I've got. Fair enough. I'm so just done with Bruno, to be honest. I really just don't want to do that. Well, now he's actually 35 now. I didn't realise he was that old. I thought he was like a little younger now. I thought he would be around 32, 33. Really 35. Wow. I'm getting old now, bloody hell. I remember when he was young at Newcastle. Do you think the likes of us, Villa, Everton, Forest could ever come together and try and take the Premier League, the corrupt six to court for being corrupt? Well, to be honest, well, I think eventually they're going to have to try and sort the rules out to benefit all the teams. But in terms of kind of pressing charges, anything like that, I mean, never say never because at one stage the big six wanted to break away into the Super League, and that actually got to a stage where a couple of teams even put club statements out like Arsenal, Liverpool. So never say never because football certainly does have quite a lot of things it likes to do. But I don't think we would do anything like that. No, I don't think those sort of teams would. And the thing is as well, you talk about some teams being screwed over, but there's still teams out there that vote for this stuff. Teams like Palace just kiss off the big six and just vote for all the rules that don't benefit them. Like some teams just don't even vote for what's best for themselves. Your content's brilliant. Adam got the best job in the world. Thank you, Richard. It means quite a lot to me. And yeah, I'm glad people feel that way. You know, I do want my content to at least mean something. I want you guys to be able to enjoy the videos and then to be able to kind of walk away and to obviously enjoy what you're watching. So thank you very much. In terms of like goal, we're currently on 272, so we can get that over 300. That would be great. Just about hit 6 p.m., which means just over 1 hour until the draw will be on. I'm still gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get the draw on. We're gonna find a way somewhere. Fancy playing the Boa? You know what? I'll put my hand up now. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I've never been to Middlesbrough Stadium before. I've never actually been to a Tyne Tees derby before. The last time they played was in the 2009-10 championship season. Now I started going to games in the 2011-12 season, so I've never ever been to a Middlesbrough game before. It's never happened. I've been going 15 years. We've never played Middlesbrough in a game. So you know what? I would, I would want it. But we'll see whether or not it does happen tonight. But certainly Middlesbrough away, that'd be a bigger away end as well. I wouldn't mind that, you know. But then again, I don't think it's an easy game either. I think it's a hard game. So, are you attending any fringe shows? Fringe? What the hell is fringe? I've got no idea what that is. Oh god, yeah. I guess Goretzka's gonna free with cost of borrowing wage. Yeah, it would. That's probably why he's a free agent. I just don't think they're getting him. I've seen loads of people say that, but I just don't think they're gonna get him. Got yeah, right. Brighton vlogs. Out of all the stadiums and cities you've been to, which has been your favourite and which has been your least favourite? Um, we'll do. You know what? We'll do all stadium. It has to be an English stadium. Oh no, a UK. We'll do all UK stadiums. I will do for this. Starting with the worst. I think Watchdale is the worst I've ever been to. That's a bad, bad ground. I think out of any stadium I've been to, I think Watchdale's probably got the worst one. I remember being there for an FA Cup game on the Steve Bruce. Jordan were probably the worst performance I've ever seen from him. He was awful that game. Missed sitter after sit, and we nearly lost. It was actually Martin de Brecker who was putting out a masterclass performance to keep us in the tie against the League One or League Two Watchdale team. Remember that stadium being complete arse. I just remember being crap. I remember Watchdale being a bit crap as well, to be honest. But yeah, that was probably the worst thing I've been to. I've even done stadiums like Oxford. Oxford with three stands. They haven't even got a stand, and I don't even think Oxford's a bad one. I think Oxford's decent. In terms of our bad ones, baddest maybe in the Premier League. Everton's old stadium used to be quite bad. I used to hate the old Goodison Park. New stadium's good actually. The Hill Dickinson. Palace away is bad. I don't like Selhurst Park. It's a really crap away, and Selhurst is like near Croydon. It's like it's a bit of a dump. I can't lie. Palace is probably my least favourite Premier League away game. Best ones. Oof, bad time to say this, but I think Arsenal is pretty good. I do like the Emirates, although we never seem to win there. But Emirates has got a good ground. It just feels special on the outside. It feels like a big attraction. So that's a good one. I actually do like City's ground as well, but we just lose every single time. I must have been City's ground about 8 times. We've lost every game, so it depends on personal experiences. But Watchdale are probably the worst I've ever been to. But what about you guys anyway? What's happening? Just joined. Just to wait in the cup drawn about an hour, lad. I'm just answering questions for now because I don't tend to do live streams much, but some people just don't seem to understand the draw. Like it has to be regional based, guys. You can't get Chelsea, you can't get Tottenham, you can't get any southern teams, and like it has to be a northern team. That's the point of a regional draw. And then in the third round, it's anyone. You can just get anyone in the third round. But I wait, no, the third round's different in the Carabao Cup because you technically can get anyone, but it was the teams that come in the third round can't get each other in the third round. So Man City can't get Sunderland because they're both coming in the same round. It has to be Man City against a team that's already in the competition. It has to be Sunderland against a team that's already in the competition. So that's how it works. I believe I've got that correct. It's just designed to help the teams out that have got European football. It's designed to help them get to the fourth round. But yeah, like go at the minute we'll have a quick look at you. Right, like goal at 292. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do get down there, smash the like button. Is that a? I would. Do we just get a super chat there? Is that one? Honestly, I think we just got a super chat there, guys. I'm trying to get it on the screen. I can see it, Louise. It's just not letting. Why is it not letting me get in the screen for? I might have to quickly scroll down and try and find it. There it is. I see it, Louise. Give me 1 sec. There we are. Thank you very much, Louise Charlton Gray, for the £5 donation. Hey, Adam, I've got a really good feeling about this season. I think Torres, Strait, Alanga, and Whisper were brilliant the last game. Keep up the fad work. Yeah, I agree. I think they were all very good against Valencia, and I think even some players you haven't mentioned as well. I think the likes of the goalkeeper, Lukas Hojicek, if that's how I pronounce it. Yeah, I thought we had a pretty decent first game. There's a lot of players in there that certainly seem like have a new life to them. I think he didn't do much in the game, but even Joe Linton, I've seen the manager's Instagram. It's so weird saying that, but our manager does post on Instagram, which is like you just don't ever see that from football managers. But even Joe Linton, the player that wanted to go to the Saudi League under Eddie Howe, he looks like he wants to be quite involved with the manager. He tried pushing the manager to the front at the Valencia game. You can see he's trying to get on with the manager. And even players that you wouldn't quite feel like on paper might have any more life left than you think are players that may move on. Even players like Jordan, they seem to have new life about him. I've got a good feeling. They had to get players in, still had to get about 4 players, but I've got a good feeling about it. Like, would you want us to play Hartlepool? It's Hartlepool in the second round of the Carabao Cup. That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? I've never been to Hartlepool Stadium either, and that's obviously quite a close game. Obviously, Jamie Miley there, yeah. It's mad, by the way, the Miley family. Think about it, right? Miley's parents have 4 sons. It's not even like they've got a bad one. They've got 4 sons, and all of them play professional football. Like for example, I remember the Amiyobis. So there was 3 Amiyobis, and 2 of them played football. One of them just never made it. Whereas every Miley brother is like actually like at a good level playing football, which I just think is crazy. That is mental, by the way, like actually mental. Hey Adam, big fan of yours and want to start making content like you. Any tips? Well, I always feel like YouTube's quite hard to give tips out on. You just have to be yourself. You have to find something that works for you, and it sounds so obvious to say that, but I always see people start channels off, but they just aren't authentic, or they come across in the video in a certain sort of way. Feel a bit robotic when they're talking to a camera. They don't sound natural. They don't engage with the audience properly. So it takes a while. I feel like people expect YouTube to just click straight away. It doesn't happen like that. YouTube is a long game. Like I've been on YouTube for 11 years, and in terms of me going full time, it took me 6 years to go full time, and even that was kind of me from 14 going up to 20 years old when I kind of just made all sorts of shit back in the day. I used to just make whatever the hell I wanted. So, um, I probably done it properly, I would argue, for a couple of years, and then went full time, and the rest is history, to kind of put it that way. But in terms of tips, you just have to be yourself. It sounds silly, it doesn't really sound like a tip, but you just have to go out there and to do something that works for you. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but when you find something that clicks, you just know it clicks. Like I can't say much more now. Like I wish I could make it a bit more straightforward, but YouTube's just like it's just not a straight line. It's just always got all sorts of ups and downs. So you're gonna have to just kind of find your way, really. Right. Okay. Let's have a look here. Was it surprisingly, Wissa was talking to all the players, getting them up in the second half. Fluid break. We have the experience there. It's about how we use him and Joe Linton. Yeah, certainly can. They've got good players there. I mean, Wissa scored 19 goals with no penalties for Brentford 2 years ago. He's a bloody good football player. He just didn't work out all for him last season. He's obviously had no fitness. I think Eddie Howe was keen on him, was he? Hence why he didn't play much at all. So listen, new string of life for all these players now. Go out there and show them what you can do. Just forget about the past. It's about moving on, seeing what you can do, seeing how you can progress. And these players have got a good chance. So good. Keep at it. But in terms of any questions, guys, put them down below. I'm going to start figuring out how we're going to watch, how much we're going to get the stream on tonight. Um, I think we're probably going to sort something on this phone so I can see the draw while it's coming on, so I can tell the camera. At home, I always got live TV on, but obviously the hotel's not going to have Sky Sports, so we're gonna have to figure out that hurdle. But we'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry about it. I still see loads of these comments. I don't know how people think Marmoush is going to join. He's on 300 grand a week or something. Like he's just not going to join Newcastle, and Newcastle's on his arse anyway after last season. So Marmoush is a brilliant player. Obviously, City want to sell him, but I just can't see Newcastle ever getting him. I'm surprised by how many people are like bringing up Marmoush. I just don't. I don't even think it's realistic. I just don't know where people seem to be kind of getting this from. I really just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately, guys. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I just don't know where people are getting this from. I really don't think that. And you use Alanga at MP, he looks like Alanga's basically fine really. He was quarter by journalist that he could be back as early as next week, but it was a contusion, which is basically to try and describe it, it's just damage in an area. So it's not broken, he hasn't got fracture, he hasn't torn any ligaments, it's just basically damage from the hits. So for Alanga, it's the case of that healing up, which didn't really take long, to be honest. It'll be fine, I would imagine, for the Liverpool game. So that is good, which is a miracle considering how dirty that tackle was by one. Absolutely disgusting tackle that was from Jose Gaya. I mean, what a joke that was. Right, what's this here? Are you in Newcastle? If yes, I am seeing this Wednesday. Yes, yes. Look, this is Newcastle. Look, we are Newcastle, and we are playing against Everton on Wednesday. Yes, I will be there. We Newcastle, we there. Yes, hopefully you understood that. When do you think Dan going to be back, Adam? He's back on. Is it this Friday? He's back very soon. He's not. I don't think he's back for. He's obviously not going to be back for Everton. It's. Is it this Friday? I feel like it's this week. He's quite close, isn't he? I says you should go to Tynecastle for the Hearts game this week. It's a free hit game. Will be great to connect with the Jumbo fans. Well, I'm only here to Wednesday, lad. When is that? I'm assuming it's probably Thursday, Friday. I can't do it if it's after Wednesday, basically, lad. Yeah, I'm aware the draws and Sky Sports. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna have to figure out how to sort that out in a bit, but don't worry about that. I think I need a right back ahead of next season because Miley is CM and Livermental is injury prone. Yeah, we're desperate for right backs. Honestly, we badly need right backs. Don't worry about that. But now we'll sort it out, guys. We find the right back department. I'm gonna briefly find out where we're gonna get the stream on here. Right? Okay. Carabao Cup second round draw. I'm just typing on my phone how to get this sorted out, guys. Bear with me just a minute. Second round draw. Do this here. I think this is going to be it. I think we've got the solution here. We need a live chat. We just need to find a live chat or a live service thing. We should be fine. Does anyone know like the best way to kind of like get the communication here? Oh wait, no, it's fine. If it's on YouTube, we can literally just get it on here and obviously talk you through it. So, um, yeah, that would be fine actually. Don't worry about that. Let's just Dan Burns no longer considered a favourite now that how he's gone. He's got a clean slate now, just like the rest of the players. Yeah, it's 100% true. I do like Burn though, but he has to be a bit. Burn has to be kind of not overused. I feel like. Adam, after the rejection from Højbjerg today, I feel like we should go for Fiat and Necker from Dortmund. He looks promising and looks like a Bellingham lookalike. Well, Newcastle's been linked to him. It's the finance side of things. They can afford him if they really wanted him, but that depends on does the player actually want to be here. And when players like Højbjerg are saying no to Newcastle, on paper you probably imagine he just want to be here. If we're going to be honest, but if he does want to be here, then yeah, they have got the money if they want to spend it. But I'm just not convinced, to be honest. I'm just not convinced. Yeah, I've still seen some mad leaks. Yeah, like Hendricks never come to us on loan. I'm just seeing all sorts being claimed from Newcastle fans here. But yeah, in terms of you guys, who do you want tonight, by the way? Remember, it is a regional draw, so please do not put Chelsea or Tottenham in because you can't get those two teams. But do let me know down below what teams you want. I'm going to quickly just have a swig of this to clear my throat because I've been talking non-stop for an hour, 10 minutes. So just give me a few seconds, guys. Right, there we are. Let me know your teams, guys. The StreamYard comes up with some comments, but I'm not convinced it comes up with all the comments. So I don't see a comment. Just yeah, like it's a StreamYard. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it isn't. Crew Alexandria or Doncaster you want? Doncaster's good. I've done Doncaster away a couple times. It is good to be fair. One of the Sheffield teams. Oh, actually, that's a good show. You know what? I've still got beef with Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. I remember going down to Hillsborough. We lose in the FA Cup, and all the Sheffield Wednesday fans are chucking literal beans, like Heinz beans, like actual full tins of Heinz beans. They're throwing them at us. I remember Wednesday after the game being horrible, like actually being horrible to the Newcastle fans, like proper getting in the people's faces and just looking for trouble. So just off so beef and spite, I just want Sheffield Wednesday. So you know what, for personal reasons, I hope we get them. I hope we're stuffed in 6-0. That's just Leeds or Middlesbrough at home. That'll be an interesting one. I think Leeds. I wouldn't want Leeds to be honest, because we're obviously playing in the Premier League. But I can understand people that. In fact, someone said my exact same answer there. Yeah, yes, that would be a good one. Chris, Sheffield Wednesday or Middlesbrough. So yeah, if you're in similar. Wasn't there an almost crusher that game? Yeah, kind of. It was so Hillsborough's away end's bad. It's pretty bad to be honest, considering obviously the stuff that's happened there. The stadium's still not good. So to try and describe the away end, so there's a lower tier and an upper tier. When you get your ticket, you get allocated to one of the tiers. The lower tier is like it's tight getting in. So there's a couple of different entrances around the lower tier, but like it's very narrow and all of them are kind of like little narrow entrances getting in. So I believe it's the middle one for whatever reason. And Newcastle fans just get a bit stuck in the middle. So there might be people stand at the front, or there's people in the middle that are just not quite getting through. So that's when you get a bit of congestion. That's when it gets a bit awkward. But yeah, there were complaints made about that. But the stadium, Sheffield Wednesday fans basically blame Newcastle for it. That's what their excuse is. They blame the Newcastle fans for the incident. But trust me, it's not a great away. Like I think the stadium's outdated, and that's not a dig towards Sheffield Wednesday. That's just my honest opinion. I think it is more than outdated. You want Fleetwood Town? Yeah, Fleetwood Town would be interesting. Never seen a Fleetwood Town game before, so that'd be cool. I want Coventry because I think they'll be more focused on being the Premier League. Fair enough, but I feel like you just get a lower league side and still be confident that way. Thought Blackburn Rovers is a good match in the FA Cup. Yeah, oh, yeah, yes, it was. Yeah, I do like Blackburn Rovers. To be fair, it's an easy enough place to get to as well. So yeah, I understand that. No, someone always does it. It's regional based. You can't get Reading there in the southern side that you're. Doesn't matter how many times you say it, someone will always make the mistake. No, it's the second round. It has to be a northern team. You can't get a southern team. Reading's definitely in the southern side of the draw. What's this? New Wednesday owners are planning to renovate house by finally. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, it's absolute arse. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point, buddy. But all the draws are easy enough tonight. In fact, if you wanted to kind of go down that route, you could literally just get Everton, try and beat the best team in the northern side, draw straight away, and just get them out. So is that what it is? Leppings Lane End. It's not great. Like, yeah, I've done some. I've done a couple of trips there. That my god, that Lord's here at Sheffield Wednesday is complete arse. It is pretty bad. So not the nicest one. Like, what's the most southern team you can get in this round? You can definitely get the Birmingham teams. I'm trying to remember if there's anyone past Birmingham. Coventry's kind of past Birmingham. It's sort of like Birmingham's here and Coventry's here. I feel like is Coventry the furthest south team we can get because they're definitely like alongside Birmingham. Is it Coventry? I feel like I might be. Yes, I'm aware the draw's at 7:20, buddy. So just over 1 hour time, and then we're going underway. What are your overall views on Matthias Geisler? I think he will take his place as well. Yeah, I certainly think he will. Good manager. I think we'll do well from so early doors. So I kind of don't want to come out and blow smoke up the guy's backside. I want us to do well, but yeah, we kind of have to wait and see first. We should get through just because we always seem to have Man City each season. I swear to God. I swear to God, by the way, if we get Man City again. To be fair, I don't actually mind City this time round. I don't think City have an amazing season, by the way. They're in a big transition period as well. I don't think they have a bad season. I still think they finished top five, but they're nowhere near as good as Arsenal. They're nowhere near as good as Arsenal. I'd even argue teams like maybe Liverpool. I'd probably argue Liverpool maybe more dangerous team than them. Certainly not a reputation anyway. I'm not. I'm not convinced the City. I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't want City obviously, but I actually don't think I would mind them too much. Big Adam P smashed it. Thank you, Peter. I hope you're well, mate. I really wouldn't mind City this season. Sheffield Wednesday would be nice after getting their morale ruined by the relegation. I just want Sheffield Wednesday because they were dickheads a few years ago. That's all. I want to get back at them. I want us to go down there and actually thump them. Hope you're good, Adam. Everyone at the start of the league. Thank you, mate. Hope you are good. Blackpool. Yeah, you can get Blackpool, Katie. Yes, Blackpool's in our side of draw. That is a team you can get. This guy Ramon is total fraud, stealing a living. Chronicles says we're still in talks. He's not rejected us. I know who I believe more. So much crap from online now. But to be honest, like, yeah, I'm aware Lee right at the Chronicles said that it's still on. I'm gonna be honest, as much as I hate Romano, he gets told so much from player agents. So I actually do believe Romano. I think he's an absolute knob, but to be honest, I think it is true. I think Højbjerg isn't going to Newcastle. I mean, I hope you're wrong, by the way. I hope Højbjerg does go to Newcastle, but nah, as much as I hate Romano, and trust me, I can't stand Romano, but I think he's probably been taught for him and have an exclusive like that. Like he must be pretty certain. So yeah, not great. Romano is an absolute knob, but it is what it is. Rodgers moving like Bruno. Yeah, I'm aware Rodgers wants Barcelona, doesn't he? Obviously, he had those huge connections about Guardiola, and Guardiola's gone now. So God, I remember that kid. He went to Sky Sports, didn't he? That kid used to do the there he lands. Good on him, but I haven't seen him in years. I don't even know if he still does anymore. What's this year? Adam, how did you find Valencia? For me, the hottest away game I've ever been to. If you think that's hot, I've got some news for you. I've done Japan and South Korea before. Japan was 42 degrees. That's the hottest I've ever been. Oh my god, that was bad. Valencia, when it was match time, that would have been around 31, 32 degrees. It's still hot. Nighttime, 30 degrees is hot. No, that was still quite hot, but I've done a lot worse though. No, I didn't actually mind Valencia. I thought Valencia was bad during the day, but nighttime was pretty good. I thought. Oh, I did some really, really bad ones in terms of weather-wise. We were at Sheffield Wednesday the same season that Liverpool semi-final happened. We were crammed into a central paddock where the paddocks either side was ridiculous, man. Well, that's just what like the the old matches were back then. We didn't really care about safety, did they? It was kind of just get as many people in as possible. And obviously supporters as well didn't have tickets, just always just ran themselves in, and when it wasn't policed well enough. And admittedly, I know I'm talking about a situation I wasn't alive for, but looking back at the videos and looking back at the evidence, it just wasn't policed well, was it? Could we get Wigan away? I've done Wigan before. I did Wigan in the Championship season. I remember it being it was a Tuesday or Wednesday night. I just remember going down there on, was it Fez's bus? I used to do the coaches years and years ago. I think I did Fez's for that one, or maybe Amanda. I did some coach for that Wigan game. My mate got arrested actually. Me and him were front row at Wigan, and Giarme scored in the first half. And for some reason, my mate just he was telling me all game long if Newcastle scored one on the pitch, I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure thing, whatever. And then Giarme scored. He actually tried to run on the pitch, so he just popped the barrier and straight away was grabbed by about six Straws. He didn't even make any yards. He just got grabbed straight away. Um, Luckily for him, me and him at the time were both 15, so because he's under the age of 16, um, he needed an adult to come pick him up. So he spent the game in the in the police bar inside the stadium. But because of his age, he obviously didn't get arrested. So it's kind of like he had to get picked up from my friend's mate after the game. We just went back in the court. So he spent the entire Wigan game in the Wigan police bar in the stadium because he tried jumping on the pitch. So yeah, don't jump on the pitch, to give you a tip there. The season after that, when we lost them in the playoff semi-final, the pitch invasion happened. What? I've got no idea what conversation you're in there. Sorry, I completely missed what conversation you're trying to join there. Right, let's go through some more of these comments here. Try to read the comments here. Any questions, guys, put them down below. I try my best to get them all out here, but StreamYard's an absolute pain in the arse for it sometimes. Quickly double check everything. So, in terms of the like goal, we are currently on 320. So, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure to smash the like button. We'll try and get up to 400. Thoughts on Chelsea for this season? I think they'll be all right. I, I think obviously they're in a similar spot that Newcastle and Tottenham, where they're playing once a week and kind of just go out and go for it. And Chelsea under Maresca, and when you look at the players brought in, people might scoff at Welbeck and Henderson, but I actually think they've been fairly smart getting experience and getting players in that kind of lower Premier League. I think they'll be all right. I still don't think it's sort of Chelsea levels. I still think it like top eight. They'll definitely get some form of European football, but of course for Chelsea, is that enough for them? Probably not. I'm in Edinburgh, by the way, for those who are asking. Coventry away is absolutely mint. I've done Coventry. I stayed in Coventry before actually. So our women's team had a cup final in. Oh, where was it? It was a place next to Birmingham, next to Coventry. That they had a cup final there. So I stayed in Coventry ahead of that game, and I remember staying at Coventry Stadium. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to stay at their stadium, and it's a nice ground to be fair. There's a Hilton Hotel inside the stadium. So if you guys had a lot of money and you couldn't go to the Coventry game because you haven't got enough loyalty points, you could spend a lot of money and have your hotel there, so you could watch the game through your hotel window, which is crazy, but you can't do that. But yeah, nice. It is a nice ground. So look here. Hey Adam, supporting you all the way from Oregon. Where is that? Where is that, guys? And the question, by the way, for those who are watching, where are people watching from today? Let me know down below where you're watching the stream from. Where the hell is Oregon? I've got no idea where that is, Joanne. 3 League 2 teams in place: Crewe, Alexandria, Fleetwood Town, and Shrewsbury Town. Adam, I bet we won't get them around too. Yeah, I bet you won't get them either. But that's actually mad that there's still three with the Oregon's in the States. Oh, fair enough. I just never knew what it was. We've got Cornwall here, Nick Pope. Western Supermare from Chris. Where the hell where is Western Supermare? I've never heard of that before. Big place, Blythe. Like, what place? I'm a Warzone lad, personally. Oregon's the west coast of America. Fair enough. I just never knew that. We've got Kelsey here from Washington. Anik. I haven't been Anik in years, but last time I've been Anik was Anik Castle. I haven't been since we. But where Oregon is, I've just never been. I'm supposed to know what that is. Sunderland. Oh, someone from Sunderland. Fair enough. Come on, you baggies. Fair enough. Apparently, Farnham is beating Wickham, is it? I've got no idea. I haven't got any updates of the scores here. I'm from New York, or what place New York is, by the way. That is class. I'm going to quickly put my second phone on charge. It's about to go. It's just literally there. Just give us 1 second. I've got to get the portable charger for it. What do you think with streaming out and about? You got to do all these little loopholes to get the stream going. Yeah, got the charger here. I've got to quickly stick this in to make sure my second phone doesn't die because this is how I'm reading the comments out. So I've got to quickly sort this out. There we go. Easy as that. So, Shoes, yeah, what are your Premier League top 3 predictions? But I think Arsenal's going to win the league. I think it's absolutely certain. Bruno, ouch, but Bruno will be a Premier League champion this season. I think he does lift the Premier League. I think he will have that trophy. After that, I actually don't know. I think Arsenal will win, and I haven't got a clue who's going to finish behind them. I think that says quite a lot about the rest of the Premier League because I don't think there's any outstanding teams there. You would imagine Manchester City will finish top 3, but I'm not convinced that City. I really aren't convinced that City. Liverpool, I would probably expect up there. I would expect them to click this season under Ariola, good manager, and Liverpool just the amount of players they've got. Surely they're going to do something. So I guess Arsenal, Liverpool, City, maybe. I just don't know. I think after Arsenal, I wouldn't have a clue. Oh, even South Shield, really? I never heard of half these places. You know, God, I need to get out more. What was them boy now living in South Africa? Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, hope you're well as well, mate. Never been to South Africa before, but yeah, hopefully I get a good one day. I'd love to go to Johannesburg, isn't there? I think that's where they got the big African safari. We can check it out. Scottish borders. Yeah, I'll be close to you actually. I'll not be too far from that. Wow. My geography's decent to be fair. My American geography's terrible though. Don't even ask me any American geography questions. I'm awful with American geography, but the rest of my geography I'm alright. We should do a Premier League table prediction for a video, Adam. I will do my predictions at some point, but I don't know if I do an entire video on it. Has the draw happened yet? No, buddy. It is on not too long actually, about 40 minutes time. This is Bedford near Coventry. Fair enough. I've never been to Bedford before. I'm from Pittsburgh, low. Pittsburgh, ooh. Only time I've been to America. I've done New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. They're the only places I've been to. Oh, you should go Peter Dillon's when we go to New York. Oh, I've been to Peter Dillon's. You don't need to ask me that. I've been there. Oh, no, I've been to both of them before. Yeah, I did Newcastle did pre-season there, but 3 years ago now. No, I was there. Don't you worry. I have done that before. Melbourne, Australia, nice. I nearly went to Australia once for Newcastle. It was in this season game, but I had my medical emergency a few hours before the flight, so I couldn't go actually. But one day I'll be there. Congrats on 70,000 Adam P. Thank you so much. Yeah, it means a lot, buddy. Do appreciate that. But yeah, you guys are putting all sorts of questions about your. It's this Tottenham fair. That is ambitious. That is not happening. I'm not even going to read the rest of your comment out. I'm not convinced Tottenham's not finishing third. I'll have a guess Adam and say 19 teams finish behind Arsenal. Just a guess. Do it. Fair enough. Yeah, I think Arsenal does win the league. I think it's pretty obvious here. What's this here? How do you do, Adam? Carlisle supporter here, heading to Edinburgh tomorrow. Once I'm moving this, by the way, so the seat I'm sitting on is like quite low down, so that's sort of had to like stick the cushion like on top of the seat, but it's still my head now, so it can go over there for a bit. But yeah, given Wednesday and taking in a bit of the fringe. I've seen a couple of people mention this fringe thing. What is this fringe thing? Am I being stupid like that? A few people have said they're going to visit the fringe now. What is the fringe? Does that mean they're visiting Scotland? What does that mean? I've got no idea what that means. You go to the Leverkusen game, Adam, mate, and where you sat. I'm trying to remember where I'm sat. Actually, I think I'm near the dugout, so I feel like I'm facing the pitch side from the dugout. I can't remember where it was. Mate, I booked the tickets ages ago. That's just 70k subs and 500 plus in the chat. Keep doing Adam. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I never ever do live streams to be honest. You can tell I'm a bit rusty with the live streams, but oh, is that what you're on about? Oh, the fringe. It's the Edinburgh Festival, yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Honestly, the Edinburgh Festival has been a bloody nightmare for booking hotels. On every hotel, most expensive I've ever seen. You're talking like a budget travel lodge, any three-star hotel, £300+ a night in Edinburgh. That's how expensive it is. I'm not even in Edinburgh now. I'm actually outside of Edinburgh because of how expensive it is. When you're talking outings, when you're talking good four-star, five-star, £500+ a night. £500 a night for a hotel in Edinburgh because of the festival. It's just absolutely insane money. It is just crazy money. Hi Adam, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well from Jonathan and Kate. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're both doing well as well. But it's just mental, innit? But yeah, in terms of the what we've got here. Yeah, in terms of the like go guys, we are currently on 340. So if you guys are new around here, make sure I get down and hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, we're currently on 70,639. And of course, if you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can do so down below with the super chat. But I'm going back to reading out some of the comments here. I would say we can get confidence of Europa League football. I think it's attainable. I think it definitely is. That's just yeah. And I seen you were thinking about reworking the travel vlogs. I think a vlog by focusing on a specific topic on Newcastle news by showing up the places could be a good idea. And that's what the plan is. The thing is with the travel vlogs, these ones are fine. Like this one, for example, will be out tomorrow, so you'll get to see a Scotland travel vlog. But the thing is just when you do the same places every single season. Like for example, it's not even every season. Places like London, I'm going 8 times a year. There's only so many times you can go to London where a travel vlog will be exciting because it's just London, 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 London. It's the same route because I get the same train to London. It's the same sort of plans because I tend to stay around King's Cross. So that's just the thing, really. It's kind of like it's just the same things, really. But would have been cheaper being in Glasgow for a hotel in Edinburgh this week. Yeah, well, definitely, yeah. And the thing is, sorry, Glasgow's only an hour away from Edinburgh. I'm probably an hour away from Glasgow, and I'm probably like half an hour away from Edinburgh. So like, it's not really much difference. But that's the draw, Adam. 7:20 p.m. Also, how is Edinburgh? Is it around? I'm actually not in Edinburgh. I'm just outside. So I'm kind of like near the airport. So I haven't actually been into Edinburgh yet since I got back. I think obviously I'll be there in the match day. I don't know if I'll go there before the match day. I'm not sure I'm going to do it tomorrow. I kind of got a free day tomorrow. My travel vlog will be out in the morning, so in terms of news, that'll be afternoon. So I can kind of do whatever I want tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm going to do some things. Some of these comments are weird, by the way. What are you guys? I'm going to put some of these comments at the timeout. You're definitely going at the timeout. What a weird comment. Here. London, I don't actually know as I live there. I mean, it depends. Some places in London definitely aren't great, but I don't mind some places in London either. I think some places can be good. Feeling much more confident, less terrified this season at the Valencia game. To think that was almost an entirely new team, a new manager, and 30 degrees heat. Not a bad performance. Yeah, I agree, but it was just against 10 men. That's just the thing, buddy. Like, I can't really sort of look into it too much. I don't think you should either. That's not to say I don't want to try and put her down on the thing that I don't know. I'm just not. I don't want to look too much into it. Yeah, no, it's just crazy, man. Like honestly, the hotels are insane. I've never seen UK hotels that expensive before. It is crazy. Any more new players coming to Newcastle yet, Adam? Well, the only stuff out today, buddy, is the Højbjerg news, and that's obviously Højbjerg not wanting to join Newcastle. So, in terms of, I haven't heard anything else on social media today. Then again, I haven't checked in the last hour and a half because I've been on here live streaming and I haven't got Twitter on this phone, so I haven't actually checked social media in the past hour. But I haven't heard anything, buddy, so since the Højbjerg stuff, unfortunately. So that's kind of where we are at the minute. Well, I'm gonna quick. I think we need the. I think we're gonna need the cushion back here because my chair's just a bit too low when I'm trying to read comments up. Right, that's what we're doing here. I've been having the. We've got a big cushion here. They put it on top of the chair, like, because it's just too low down. Yeah, so that looks a bit better. Although it's not the most comfy thing in the world. Oh, that's a ballsy move. I hope we play all the kids in the cup so we can focus on the league. Well, I mean, if we do well in the league, fair enough. But I think that's a big gamble, lad. I think we've got to go for it in the cups. I think we need to try and get back to Wembley. Has Dan made up for the team for tomorrow night's game? I don't. I'm pretty certain Burns not back for the Everton game. To be honest, Jonathan, I'm pretty certain he's not back. Adam, is there any place in the world you're looking to travel in the future? Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, look, I kind of done the place that I want to do. I always wanted to do Japan. We did Japan 2 years ago in Newcastle. Always wanted to do Tokyo. What an amazing place Tokyo is, by the way. I always wanted to do Singapore, which we've done last time I came in Newcastle. So most of the places I want to do, Newcastle's been there. In terms of ones that I haven't been to that I want to go to, this might sound a bit kind of out of it, but I want to go to Africa. I quite like animals, so I want to do something like to go on the safaris. I want to see all the wild animals in Africa because there's some crazy ones. But yeah, that probably sounds weird, but yeah, I actually wouldn't actually want to do Africa one day. That'd be quite cool. I haven't done South America either, so places like Mexico, that'd be good. Just anything like that. Again, just anything that's sort of like exciting to do, good to go to. So that'll be my personal suggestion. But I don't know. What do you guys think anyway? Well, honestly, Singapore, South Korea. My God, Japan is incredible places. P Dog in Uganda. I don't think Uganda's the country I want to go to, but I wouldn't mind going to Africa actually one day. Kenya, yeah, Kenya's got the Masai Mara, hasn't it? That'd be quite good in terms of the wildlife. Wouldn't mind going there. See all the giraffes when you get off the plane. You get off the airport, you see all the giraffes out and about. How many loyalty points are you on? I've been trying for away tickets for ages. Any tip on how to get some? The only way you get loyalty points is by going to away matches, but if you don't go to away games, you obviously won't have any loyalty points. So, in terms of how you legitimately get away tickets, you can use an away ballot. So, to be fair, the cup games like the FA Cup, for example, had Manchester United a couple of years ago. They had 7,000 you win. So, you can, I think, for the cup games, especially when there's a big allocation, I think you can certainly have a good chance in the ballot of winning them. But I've just been going for so long. I've been to 180 away games. Not all of them were my season ticket back then. Used to have coaches that used to sell tickets, so I used to just buy a coach package back then. But I'm on 140 loyalty points, so that's enough for literally every game this season. So I'm always fine going to the games, but obviously for people that don't have many loyalty points, it's just it kind of is a way of going, to be honest, because you just have to have loyalty points. But I don't know. I reckon they might work on them in the future, but I don't know what the club would do about that. You just gotta try in the ballot and try and build your points up that way. But again, it's just like there's not really much you can do. Travel to India, it will open your eyes. Oof, is that open my eyes in a good way? I got a few new one playing that India is like quite mental for the wrong reasons. Is that what you're suggesting there? I haven't heard the rest of the things about India, to be honest. You can't get Chelsea by the way, Paul. Like this is a regional based draw tonight, which means you can't get 17s. We can't get Chelsea, we can't get Tottenham, so we can't actually get them. I've seen this a couple of years ago. That's not true, by the way. I remember it was Barnes dominating someone I always sort of called that on a Fortnite team that killed I should speed. It's not actually. It's just someone that had those names in it. I can't confirm that's actually true. Go to China, you love the modern city. Yeah, China would be an interesting one actually. I'm a bit scared to try most of the food in China. I wouldn't want to try much over there, but in terms of the city itself, would be quite good, wouldn't it? Hi Adam, following fan here. I've been watching China for a while. Proper Newcastle fan, you are proper dedication. Well, thank you very much, and yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm intrigued about Fulham this season. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do, to be honest. Like Fulham is such a I don't know how to quite describe Fulham because they're like a decent team, but at the same time, they don't really sort of like push up there. Like they're sort of like a Brighton team, but don't really do the things that Brighton have done. Obviously, Brighton have got themselves into the Conference League. They had that won the Europa League a few years ago. Like Fulham just haven't, for whatever reason, been there. They've been like on the cusp of doing something, but just never quite have done anything. They obviously finished above Newcastle last season, got themselves that 11th place finish, but. I don't know. I feel like Fulham are a decent team, but like don't actually sort of get anywhere in the Premier League. Like they haven't really been anywhere since 2010 when I had that remarkable run in the Europa League and had just lost out in the final to Diogo Forlan. Was it Falcao Forlan and Aguero? Was that Atletico Madrid? attack that season. They definitely had a Aguero, definitely had four. I can't remember if Falcao was there that year, but I don't know. It's just, who do you reckon's the team's best ever captain? Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Well, I feel like the obvious answer, people always say Shearer, don't they? But I don't know. Like, I almost feel like I don't want to say the obvious answer, but you can't not say Shearer for most of the questions that you can't say which is that good. What's this year? How does it work? Do you get access earlier depending on your points? No, no. You're only entitled to one ticket. Like, it doesn't matter how many points you're on. You can only get one ticket with those points. Like, I couldn't go on the website and get a bunch of tickets. I can only get one ticket from me because those are the points I personally accumulated. So no, you just get one ticket. I get the early access because I got quite a lot of points, which means I can pick where my seat is. So I just go on straight away and I always tend to get a seat that's in a good spot. So that's the only difference with having more points than someone else, that you can just get your seat straight away, so you can like physically pick where you want to be. But Jacob Murphy linked to Everton, do you think he played the game? No, I think he plays the game. Yeah, I'm aware he's been linked to him, but there's nothing at this stage to suggest that he's going to join Everton. So unless there's anything there, yeah, I think he's him. He obviously got the game against Valencia, so the manager's clearly keeping him around for at least a little while. So no, there's no reason for me at all for why he wouldn't play. So I think he will play. What time's the draw start? It started at 7:20 p.m. So not long now. 40 minutes officially, but yeah, no, not be too much longer to be honest. But you give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna just do a check how the stream's getting on. Obviously, if you guys are new around here, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying it. Smash the like button as well. We're currently on about 340, I want to say, off the top of my head. So if you're enjoying that, again, get yourselves down there. I'm literally just double checking my YouTube quick to make sure everything's running all right, which it is. We'll come back now onto here. Sorry about that, guys. The only thing is, out and about, it's a little awkward to do these streams because obviously normally I've got my computer so I can just go on there and do everything. But here we're doing it the old-fashioned way here. I just kind of get on with it with my phone here. Oh, I forgot here. I got Joe Willock shirt versus City and going to Leverkusen game. By the way, it's 6 hours away from where I live. Oh, you on about Bristol City? Do you mean? Oh, were you? Oh, were you the lad that? Oh no, it was a Lango and that. It was a little lad that ran on the pitch after the game. I think he got a shirt in the end. I was going to ask if that was you, but pretty sure it was a Langer shirt that kid got. So I'm assuming are you on about Bristol City, or is it actually Manchester City you're on about? Because I'm assuming if you live 6 hours away, you probably live in Bristol, don't you? But yeah, sorry about that. A good shirt anyway. Actually, let me know, guys. What match worn shirts do you have? I've got a couple personally. Obviously, say Maxman gave me his shirt after the Norwich City win, so 1-3-0 down at Carrow Road. I remember St. Maxman in the game got an assist. I think Joe Layton scored and Bruno got two. So that was a great game, that one. But yeah, I got some Maxman shirt on that one. So that was one with a player give us his shirt. I won Dan Burns' shirt in an auction, so yeah, I'll tell you a story actually. So around 3 years ago, so it was after Newcastle's first run in the Champions League. So um, I go to an auction. So it was an auction available. You got a Dan Burn match worn shirt in the Champions League. You got a Bruno match worn shirt in the Champions League, and you got an Isak match worn shirt in the Champions League. So I've decided, you know what? Our first time back in the Champions League in 20 years, I want one of these shirts. We're going to go and get one of them. So, yeah, in the end, I spent a lot of money. I'm not going to pretend it was a bargain. I spent a lot of money to get this Dan Burn one, but I do get Dan Burn's shirt against AC Milan. I decided not to get Bruno. I decided not to get Isak. I got Dan Burn. So we went with Dan Burn. We got Dan Burn against AC Milan, match worn shirt. It's got his signature on it. It's great. Got that one in the house. So yeah, Maximin against Norwich, Dan Burn against AC Milan. I got I bought a shirt of Michael Chopper, so I bought his Champions League shirt off him. I think this was just a match issue one, but he had the entire team signed. So obviously he got it signed for his teammates when he's at Newcastle. So yeah, the entire team signed. I got one of Michael Chopper's shirts, and it was Joe Linton from COVID, so it was number 9 Joe Linton. It was one of his match issue shirts during the 2019-20 season. That was the Steve Bruce. It was the purple away kit. You remember what was actually quite a nice purple away kit? What was that purple kit? And I got Joe Linton's shirt. So those are the 4 that I've got in the house. I've only got 4, but those are the 4 that I do have. Hmm. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you got any match one shirts at home. Hello, Charlie. I hope you're alright, buddy. Oh, let's look at the comments here. I'm sorry to say, but I think he's like as a contender for Golden Boot if you avoid injury this season. Oh no, hope not. Hope not. That. Mm, let's just say the better because I've got a feeling he scores against us. I don't want to be that guy, but I've got a sneaky feeling he's gonna buy against us. So let's hope he doesn't. But yeah, it's not looking great. Like, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna watch Ted Lasso, man. Fair enough, buddy. You have a good one. Thank you for being on the stream. He says having a nice stink. I sure hope so. 7:20 the draw is, so just about half an hour. Half an hour now, and we're good to go. What's this? I got Piazzi's armband 20 years ago. That's a good one, yeah. What a player Piazzi was. I good on you, lad. That's a good one. I still don't know who they signed. I'm not going to BS you, mate. I actually don't know who they signed because the names have been linked with just don't sound like most of them going to happen. I think after losing out on Højbjerg and with Pauline, yes, sound like he's probably going to go to Aston Villa. I think there is a possibility where Newcastle actually just goes out and just goes, sod it. Forget about these experienced players. You're just going to sign a good midfielder. I think there is a possibility where they might just go out and sign a big hitter. So whether that's Victor Forloff, Angelo Stella, Felix Necker, I don't know who it is. It could be someone that we named, but I've got a feeling that they might actually go out and get a big hitter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Yes, Adam P. Hope you well, mate. Hope you well, Vincent. Hope everyone else is well in the chat. Currently over 500 watching, which is quite good considering the draw's not even on yet. It's this year. My man met Jonas when working St James's Primark. I'm assuming he means St James's Prime. I'm assuming the Primark's not supposed to be there, but didn't know he was at the time. She got his signature, but didn't know where she put it. Good. How do you not know Jonas Gutierrez? He's a legend, man. I met Jonas. I met him once actually. I got a pair of Jonas's match worn boots now, so I remember taking that to a Peak Graves event and just getting them signed off him. I kid you not. You can talk about match worn shirts all you want. I've got about 40 pairs of players' boots. And when I mean players' boots, like they've got the players' nationality flags, they've got their signatures, they've got their names. I've got about 40 pairs of them. I've got so many bloody pairs of boots. I've even spent a good money on Bruno's. I've actually got Bruno's boots as well. It's got his mum and dad's name on it, the Brazilian flags, and the sign at the front as well. Ouch. But you know what? I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to sell them. But yes, I haven't been looking at those boots in a while, to be honest. I've been looking away from them boots, if anything. But honestly, I've got so much match worn stuff in terms of players' boots. I've only got a couple of shirts though. I've still seen loads. I really don't think Marmoush happens. His wage is insane. He's number 300 grand a week at Man City. There's no way he's cutting wages to join Newcastle. There's someone out there, I think, is paying big bucks for him. Even if it's a Turkish club, I think someone out there will give him that kind of money. They give him crazy wages. I just don't think Newcastle ever get him, to be honest. Can we get your prediction for your player of the season, young player of the season, top goal scorer, top assister, breakthrough player, biggest flop, and surprising player you are personally backing for this season? To be honest, lad, I might have to do that question on Newcastle because I just wouldn't know for the Premier League because there's so many different answers we give for that. I'm gonna basically change your question and make it Newcastle related because otherwise I'm just gonna drop some stingers. I just know I'm gonna get something wrong. So in terms of my Newcastle player this season, I'm going to go for Miley. You know what? I'm going Lewis Miley. I'm going to say Lewis Miley stays fit most of the season. I'm going to say he's going to break through for Newcastle. This won't be just his year. I think he breaks through and becomes a real star this season. Young player this season. I'll probably just answer that myself, but I will go for someone different. I'm going to go for Sean Sturr. It sounds obvious, but yeah, we'll go for Sean Sturr for the young player this season. 18 years old. I actually think he does very well in the Premier League. So we'll say him for young player this season. Top goal scorer at Newcastle. Who's going to bag the most goals? Oh, I actually don't know. Oh, could it be Wissa? Could Wissa actually do it? Didn't get many at all last season. Looks very sharp against Valencia. Could Wissa be the one this season who breaks through and gets those goals? You know what? We're going to go for Johan Wissa, top goal scorer at Newcastle United this season. Top assister. Probably bats him on at all, to be honest. He looked like he could do a job in terms of assists. Seems quite direct with his passing. Player that's clearly trying to set players up, create chances. I'm going to go for Tory for my top assister. Breakthrough player, we're going to go through Sean Stir. Again, Lewis Miley, Sean Stir, one of those two. Biggest flop. Oh, that's a sad one. I don't want to say it because I love him, but I got a feeling Nick Votamata might not work. He didn't work on Eddie Howe for the most part. He wouldn't look good against Valencia. I'm hoping he'll gel. I'm hoping he plays better. But so far, I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. He's going to have to do better for me. And a surprising player personally backing for this season. Langa. I'm going to back Langa. I won't quite say surprising. I think it's been good pre-season, but I'm going to back Langa to do well. So, I mean, I've just changed your question to a Newcastle question, but yeah, I guess that's what I think in terms of all that. Uh, but yeah. That's kind of where we are now. Obviously, I'm aware some people are putting comments in. Please don't spam the chat. I'm trying my best to read through all your comments. If I miss some, sorry, but just please don't spam the chat, because otherwise I won't be able to see the comments. I don't. Who the hell is Anthony Lee? I've got no idea what that is. Oh, I always forgot. Yeah, Bamba could surprise us this team with breakthrough. Yeah, I hope so. I think Bamba will be a good player. I think he could be that next sort of. I think Torre is a crazy example because Torre is just so good, but I think he's certainly someone that has the potential to be up there. I think he could. Has the club announced what will happen to the tribute to Keegan? No, not yet. Obviously, all the flowers will be getting turned into soil that goes into the academy pitches. Obviously, flowers decay over time, so they can't keep a hold of them. And as for Menabia, hasn't been confirmed yet, to answer your question. With Santori link up, are they? They were good against Valencia, weren't they? My God, they are cooking. They might cook this season. They might cook this season. Oh, Adam, what would you say our strongest 11 is at the moment? Let's go through this, shall we? Lukas Hornacek in goal, if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, he looked quite good against Valencia. New goalkeeper, he's our number one. I would say Livramento right back. Some people might disagree with that, but I think Livramento in form is very strong. Problem last season, he was injured so much when he came back, was out of form because he wasn't playing. So, I think Livramento was our best right back. Centre halves, it will have to improve what Botman, when he's good, he is good. And Chow's our best centre half. Lewis Hall left back, obviously. And midfield's probably the hardest one because, who do you play midfield? I think Bamba has to go in. I think Bamba, you can't not play Bamba. I think Stir has to go in. Bamba, Stir, Joe Linton, I'm going to go for. That's my personal midfield three. But I understand you're putting someone in for Joe Linton. But I think Stir has to start. I think Bamba has to start. Tory on the left, Alanga on the right, and Whistle up front. The real pace. That is pace, 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 non-stop all day long. I think Miley just about on the bench, but obviously he's going to get loads of time at right back, you would imagine, for the Livermental stuff this season. But Miley for me just about gets on the bench, but very close to starting. I think that's right. That's what I would do. Tomorrow probably on the bench for me as much as I like him. But again, I can understand if people haven't been over Joe Linton, then maybe our manager decides to do that. But that's probably what I'm going to do if I had the chance now. Leicester to get through next round. Is Leicester our side of the draw? Are they too far down to have us? I feel like they might be too far down to be in the northern side. Stern, you sign Ramsey in the 10. I do like Jacob Ramsey. He's a player that I think will get better and better. People are saying Ramsey is their 10. I'm just not convinced in Tomorrow. I hope he gets good. I really hope he does, but I don't know. He's going to have to start playing better because I think he's dropped off in form for a little while now, if I'm going to be honest about it. But yeah, in terms of the light goals, guys, we are currently on 392, so we can push that over 400. That would be fantastic. What's this? Who would you like to get as a Bradford fan? You were away again. What do you mean? I mean, you're a Bradford fan. I want to say, I was trying to figure out what you said there. Yeah, I would like to go Bradford City, but I've never done Bradford City's ground actually. So, have I been at Bradford before? I don't even think I've been to Bradford, to be honest. I mean, I know Bradford's got the highest amount of sex offenders in the UK, so it's I mean, it's not got the best reputation, but I mean, I still want to go to Bradford's ground at least. I haven't been there before, so yeah. I wouldn't mind that actually, but I've never been before, so. Leicester's on the Lincolnshire, about the middle of the country, is it? Yeah, I thought it would be. They're not on the northern side of the draw, and Leicester's southern side of the draw, isn't it? That's what I was asking before. Ramsey's looking sharp the other day, to be fair. Hoping he has a good season. Yeah, I hope so as well. Yeah, that'll be quite good for him. What we've got here. Ooh, do you still consider Bruno a legend after leaving? I mean, I'm not going to discredit his playing days. He obviously was brilliant for Newcastle and got us our first trophy in 70 years as a captain. So, yeah, I still would, but it's just like, it just kind of is what it is, isn't it? Look, you've been to so many games, I can't remember. I'll be a ridiculous man with him. I actually don't remember all the games I've been to. Um, I think I've been at over 600. I used to have it all. I used to have all the games ticked off on my what was it called again? The ground hopping app, but I somehow lost my progress. Like, how do you even lose the progress? Like, I don't know how, but I've somehow lost the progress. So it's kind of like I don't know how I can check anymore. But I think I've been over 600 games. Anyway, Jake 97X for the £2 donation. Thank you so much, buddy. How can a 10 be 6'7"? He's not agile. I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that part about Tomorrow's game. He obviously isn't an agile player. I think it's his technical side, isn't it? That's why people love him as a 10 because of his technical ability. He can't pick out a pass. He is someone that certainly likes to try and create opportunities, but he's a bit too static for me, especially when he's kind of in midfield against Valencia. He's always a couple of yards away from the ball. He just wouldn't be close to anything. He would always be in the wrong area. Just isn't that much of a runner. I think Newcastle is a team that needs runners, so he's just someone that doesn't really fit Newcastle. I do like him. He obviously has ability there, but it just didn't quite work. Like, I got Gazza's signed shirt when he missed the penalty for England, was crying, and but that's fair enough. That's a pretty good one, but unfortunately, when you got that yellow card, I mean, it didn't matter in the end because I've lost anyway. But I that would have hurt back then if I was alive for it, but I wasn't, thankfully. Speaking of which, I think the 90s would have hurt in general for Newcastle fans. Of course, England team had a few close calls they couldn't do, and then of course Newcastle had that '96 one they couldn't do either. So the '90s must have been rough for Newcastle fans. I mean, they were close there international wise and club level wise, but just didn't do anything in terms of winning stuff. Pretty bad for the way. Oh no, I was still at college back then. I couldn't afford to go to all the games, so I had to pick and choose which games to go to back then, James. So no, I didn't actually go to that one. Um, Now back then, I couldn't afford to go to the games. I had to just like pick and choose which one I wanted. The draw's on in 20 minutes, by the way. If anyone asking, it's on shortly. What else we got here? Got West Ham, yeah, finally before. Now, I didn't know this, by the way. I only saw this yesterday on Twitter. But do you guys know that Callum Wilson plays for Brentford? I didn't have a clue until I saw it yesterday. Um, it was a move that just seemed to happen out of nowhere. Yeah, Callum Wilson does actually play for Brentford. He scored for them in a pre-season game yesterday. It probably blew my mind when I seen it. I just never seen the move happen. I just never seen anything about it on social media. But that's it. Right, what we got here? I feel confident. Scott feels confident in the chat here. Obviously, Wolves fan. They won. Who did they beat in the first round? It was it Port Vale? Who did they play in the first round? I can't remember who they played, but I obviously look. I tell you what, Wolves have got a good championship team. By the way, I fully expect them to come back up. But, I think they beat Port Vale in the first round, didn't they? With Adam P. Thank you very much, Duty. I do appreciate that. Okay, yeah. Cooper Miners. Coop. No, that's a just lad. And I thought for a second there as well, and troll names, but no, Coop Miners is actually a real player, isn't he? Um, I swear he's that Dutch midfielder, but I haven't seen anything about it. Who said that? If it is true, I haven't seen anything about him. Yeah, it was Port. I thought it was Portfield. Yeah, it was. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Hope we don't get Wolves away. Terrible away, and I think to be fair, the away end does suck up Wolves. I can't deny it. I didn't like that away end. I just don't like how stretched it is. It just stinks, doesn't it? Like, but it's just not very good, is it? But what else we got here? Yeah, there are two games. Oh, it's two different ones. What else we got here? Do you think Yates let him get the best out of Murphy? I think there's a chance they could. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, we're gonna have to keep hold of Murphy now because we're still need to buy a few players. So I don't think we can sell too much. I think Pope will go. I think we're gonna go, but that's about it. To be honest, not too much more after that. What we got here? What's this? No. That was the last time we won. That was the last time we won the Premier League equivalent 100 years ago. Could have happened this year. Could have happened on the 100-year anniversary. My God. 100 years since we last won a league title. My word. That is, yikes, that's not good, is it? I mean, I like to hope so, but yeah, we're gonna we're gonna have to sort that out. 100 years is pretty bad since our last league title. I think even Sunderland won one in the 30s, didn't they? Yeah, please don't spam the chat, by the way, guys. I'm gonna obviously put a couple of people in the timeout to the spam. The draw is on in the 20 minutes. Yeah, it's on shortly. I am here to tell you the draw. That's why I'm here, guys. I'm not here for the sake of it. I'm here to tell you the draw. The best away ends, Spurs, Arsenal. They do have good away ends, to be fair. I actually do agree with that. They've got good away ends. Right, what we got here? We'll do Leicester season. I mean, I hope so, but yeah, I can't see. I think Newcastle are going to win the league title, to be honest. Come on, man. We aren't finished. This is just the beginning, boys. We aren't finished. We really aren't in that bad of a spot. Fair enough, Bruno's a bad loss, but Tonali and Gordon weren't even that good last season. I think Gordon was good in the Champions League, but Tonali was complete arse last season. So £100 million with him, you're laughing at that. It's this cheeky cup run. I hope so. We're gonna need the draw on our side this season. None of this City BS in the third round onwards. None of this City crap. But tonight, we can't get shafted, guys. That's the best thing about this live stream. We can't get shafted. Everton away is the worst we can get tonight. We can't even get shafted. You know, we're going to have a good stream. We're going to enjoy ourselves and we're going to get ourselves a good draw. But no, we can't get Everton. So that's the best thing about it. I think Newcastle and Leeds are top two fans. Well, thank you. What's this year? Someone asking what 4 or 5 players I'm bringing out. I don't know, to be honest, lads, because it's so hard to kind of figure out who would actually be a realistic target because Newcastle just lost so much, or they've got players that don't want to be here, so it's a bit of an up down up down. It just hasn't quite been the summer we're hoping for. But yes, we'll draw will be on about the next 15 minutes, guys. We'll be sorting out the draw in about 15 minutes on this phone so we can get it sorted. Yeah. What's this? Yeah, you were sitting in front of me on a Manders, did Palace away a few years ago. Good coaches, same as Fez. I haven't been on Manders in so long. I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to sound a bit over the top here, but I kind of can't really go on the coaches anymore because obviously like, everyone kind of knows who I am. So to be honest, on the coaches, like people drink quite a lot. People also do stuff they're not supposed to do. So it's just a bit too much, to be honest. I can't do the coaches anymore. I haven't done it in so long, but. Yeah, that's the honest reason why I don't get it because people will just be a bit bad when they're drunk. I can't really be arsed with it. So that's why I just tend to have my downtime. I go on the train. I stay up for a couple of nights, nice and easy. But you could wear the scotch. I don't think that's gonna work, buddy. But that's honestly why I don't go on the course. I used to do Amanda's though before I was quite big, I guess, in social media. I used to always do Amanda's years and years ago. What's this here? Someone's asking me, have you sorted out the thing with Pitside? Now, Pitside, I was never contacted by Pitside, by the way. I kid you not, Tom blocked me on Twitter. I've never interacted with the bloke. I've never spoken to the bloke in my life. He blocked me because of the stuff that I said publicly. So he just blocked us. He didn't even say sorry. He didn't message me. He didn't do anything. He blocked us and Pitside said bugger all. So it's not really I don't know what else I can say really. Pitside haven't done anything about it. Tom hasn't done anything about it. I've made it quite clear on my stance. So I that's all I can say about it. I'm not going to say anything more. But Sky main event just started. Thank you for that. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to get it. The draw is on here. Yes, we will get the draw on. I'm just going to have to figure out how to get it on this phone. That's all because Obviously, it's obviously I haven't got Sky Sports in the hotel. Would you live in Valencia? You had the chance. I do quite like Valencia. To be honest, it sounds a bit silly, but um, the thing is, it was kind of like how to describe it. I only like living in the UK. Like I don't know how else to put it, but it just kind of is what it is. But um, what was I saying there? No, I only live in the UK, but yeah, I don't think I could live anywhere else in the world. Right, what we've got here. Okay, I'm gonna try and get the stream sorted here in just a minute. Yeah, I do get homesick a bit, to be fair. Yeah, I just like being in the UK. I don't mind traveling to the UK. I'm fine traveling over here, but it's just something about being abroad. I just can't do it. I don't know why that is. I just can't do it. But give us just one sec. Yeah, Carabao Cup draw. Sort out there. Right. Bear with me just a moment, guys. We're gonna have to just find how we're gonna check this out because the only thing is I just have not got me the Sky Sport on in this hotel. So give me a minute, sorry. I will get back to the comments in just a minute. I'm literally just figuring out what we're gonna do here. To be fair, I think Sky Sports does actually do it on their YouTube, so I think we're gonna do Sky Sports for this. But yeah. Okay, Sky Sports does actually do it, so we're gonna watch Sky Sports while I'm doing this. So we'll figure it out, guys, and come back and stream you now so I can read the comments. But let's have a look here. Give me just a moment. Sorry, guys, my StreamYard's taking a little while to load here. I'm just trying to get the comments back on. Right, just while that's loading, we'll ask you guys for your opinions down below. Who do you want? What team do you want tonight? Let me know down in the comments section. We're going to get ourselves here. Is this one sec? I think I'll put myself back in the studio here. Okay, 1 second. Right, there we are. Hello, Adam. Hope all is well. Hello, Angry Geordie. Hope you are well, buddy. I'm doing well, thank you. Right, let's have a look at the other comments. It says Blackpool, you want EFL the Carabao Cup now YouTube channel. Thank you, buddy. I will sort that out shortly. Craziest away day coach experience. I definitely can't say that in the stream. I'm not even gonna get into that. I want Everton away. Why do you want Everton away? What do you want that for? I'm assuming you just want to. Do you just want to get them out of the cup? Why would you want Everton? That's such a weird one. That's like the best teams you can get. So I don't think I would want that. Yeah. Good man. Good to hear I'm a Valencia fan, by the way. Kevin Keegan would say we'd love it at Chelsea as a Spurs player having to. That'd be good for us, to be fair. They get each other. But yeah, that is possible. Chelsea can get Spurs. That is a legitimate possibility. Sunderland at home, we can't get Sunderland. They're not in the draw. Mad in it. They're not in the draw because they've got a Europa League football. So yeah, how times have changed. I didn't do it during each game. No, I don't do that. Right. Oh my gosh, yeah. Favorite away day. What is my favorite away day actually? I'm not actually sure what my favorite one is. I used to always like Arsenal because of their ground. Their ground's class, to be fair, but I definitely won't have Arsenal my favorite anymore. That's just when. Oh yeah, that was a Perez one back in 2015. I was going to away games that season, but I was a bit early on this season. I was doing the ones in the back end before we got relegated. That's when I properly started going week in, week out of those games. I mean, the boys are going out if you want UK special. One day, buddy, we get there one day. Still a bit of a road to get there. Up the Imps. Which one's Imps again? Is that Ipswich? I feel stupid. It's Imps Ipswich. How do I not know? How do I not know who the Imps are? Oh my god, who is the Imps? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who the hell is the Imps. I feel like I got that wrong. Have I got that wrong there? Oh, Lincoln. Oh, why did I think it was Ipswich? Well, what's Ipswich then? How did I get that so wrong? I've been a Lincoln before. I should have got that as well. Sorry for offending the Lincoln fan there. Up the massive hours. To be honest, I actually do watch Sheffield Wednesday. By the way, I still feel like Newcastle has unfinished business after that FA Cup game at Hillsborough. Yeah, you know what? I actually do want Sheffield Wednesday. That's pretty my team. I want back to Hillsborough. Oh god, that was crazy a few years ago. So yeah, I can't. To be fair, Sheffield Wednesday fans were actually class that game, but the whole lot of the one. So I kind of want them back just to try and get one over them. Track does this, which damn, that's bad ball knowledge. I should have known that. You can tell I'm a bit tired of this, so you guys. Right, we've got here Leicester City versus Derby incoming. Ooh, that'll be a tasty one. Wolves home and Trippier's return. That's who you want. It will be nice actually to see a Trippier return, but I think we're seeing that next season anyway. I think Wolves are just going to come straight back up. Fourth, top four, you're finishing down. That'd be crazy. That'd be pretty mental to be fair. I've seen some there say I've been at Coventry City Stadium once. I've been there once, by the way, it was for I went up for a Women's Cup final nearby, so I just stayed in their stadium on this hotel in Eggland. Unreal, by the way. But 20-1 with some of the bookies that win the cup. But we're always going to be quite high up in the bookies, I feel like, after winning the cup 2 years ago. Barnsley fan, but you want the pigs, fair enough. Everyone's starting to come to the stream now, so it'll be on around the next 10 minutes, guys. So once we get to around 5 minutes time, I'm going to obviously go and find the stream so you guys can obviously see the draw. We're going to go through it all. We'll tell you all the teams that come out, and then we'll get ready to find out who Newcastle United will play under their new manager, new group of players. Of course, this was our trophy 2 seasons ago. We won this 2 seasons ago, so yeah, we'll see which one it is. But it is on Sky Sports. If anyone's actually wanting to watch it, it is on Sky Sports. Obviously, Newcastle could get a derby. They could get the Tynecastle derby against Middlesbrough. That is possible. Remember, guys, that it is a regional draw. Northern teams can only get Northern teams in this round, and Southern teams can only get Southern teams in this round. So it is 2 separate draws, one for Northern, one for Southern. So just to remind you all about that. There is 2 draws today. Last time Blackpool in the Premier League, they got a very spawny win at St James's Park. I'd be happy to drew them. Blackpool will be crazy, by the way. I've been Blackpool a few times. What a place. What a place that is. Lincoln will win, so be it. Yeah, Lincoln will be interesting actually. We could get Lincoln tonight. But I think we're going to have a look now, guys. We'll be able to get this in just a moment. Someone said the EFL page. Let's go get this up here. EFL. Oh, jackpot. We got it, guys. We got it. I got it. Right, there we are. In a few minutes' time, we're going to have the stream. The only thing I was a bit worried by is I'm in a hotel room at the minute, so I can't get Sky Sports on. But we've found something. We're going to cook. I'm excited. Let me know your opinions down below. Again, for those who are joining the stream now, if you're new around here, please do get down there, hit the subscribe button. Every single time there is a cup draw, we are always here, assuming it doesn't conflict with Newcastle United, because sometimes we play a game the draw straight afterwards. So it depends on when the draw is, but we are live most of the time. Smash like button, you enjoying it, and we'll get through a couple of comments, and then in the next 3 minutes or so, we will be putting the draw on this form. So obviously, I won't be able to read the comments for a few minutes on that point. But what we got here? Oh, he's a real one, by the way. Sky Sports can get stuff. Sky Sports says all these negative things about Newcastle. They say all these negative things about teams outside the Big Six. Support your locals. Support the people that make videos in your club. That's what we should. That's what we all should be doing. That's Sky Sports. Sky Sports are multi-billionaires. They do not need you to watch. Adam P, all right, lad. Hello, Q, mate. Hope you're all right. But yeah, we've But I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna ban a couple of people here in the chat. Like, you're getting banned. No, we're not playing today. It's a bloody cup. It literally says cup draw. Like, draws on the next 5 minutes, guys. Who else would you bring in? I still don't know on targets, to be honest, because it depends on which ones are realistic. But Newcastle obviously want, they'll get a fullback at least right side. They'll get a midfielder for Bruno. They get an option out in the wide. I still think they get about 4 players, to be honest. But in terms of people joining the stream now, it's on in 5 minutes. 5 minutes time. We've got the stream here. We will get the stream on here. We'll be able to tell you who gets who, and in the next 5 minutes, you will be finding out who your team gets in the Carabao Cup second round. Regional based, only Southern teams can get Southern teams, and Northern teams can get Northern teams. And then the third round, we'll talk about that, of course, when the time is right. But yeah, we'll go through a couple more comments. If any of you guys do want to donate to the stream, you can do so down below in the super chat, by the way. But of course, you don't have to. And we'll get everything sorted out in the next few minutes for you. I'm excited. I'm just glad we can't get shafted tonight. We physically can't get done over, guys. No one else will still somehow get Manchester City, even though they're not even in the tournament. But yeah, we can't get City tonight because they're in the third round. So at worst, Everton away, Leeds away, Coventry away, and Nottingham Forest away. Those are the worst teams Newcastle can get tonight. I don't even think that's that bad. So yeah, in the next 5 minutes, for everyone joining now, we're going to be on it and we're going to find out who gets who. So we're looking good. We are looking good. Come on, you Toffees, we've got Everton fans in the chat. Obviously, I'm in Edinburgh now for the Everton game on Wednesday, so I'm already up here watching Everton on Wednesday. What we got here? It is on Sky Sports. If anyone desperately wants to go and watch it, but I'm literally here with it on my phone to show you who we get. So that is the idea of that. But yes, we're going to get the stream sorted now. So the only thing is, guys, I probably won't be able to read the comments. Well, to put the comments on screen for a few minutes, so bear with me. The only thing is, I do have to get the stream on in order to be able to say it like that. But yeah, in terms of it tonight, so like I said, with Newcastle, you can't get a bad draw. So I'm happy with whoever it's going to be. We're getting the stream sorted now. Obviously, for you guys, let me know what team you're supporting watching the stream. I won't be able to read the comments out loud, but make sure you're engaging with your fellow viewers. Let them all know what team you support, who you're backing, and we're going to find out within the next 5 minutes. To be fair, I've got the cup draw here. It hasn't even started yet, so we can come back and read a few more comments before we do that. But yeah, we're just awaiting the draw, which will be in the next few minutes or so. But we're just waiting for that. I was celebrating, fair enough. I'll tell you what, I'll be celebrating tonight. There's a few teams I want. Middlesbrough away would be class. I've never done the Tyne derby before. That'd be good. Sheffield Wednesday away. That'd be a good one. Blackpool away. There's loads of them. Fleetwood. I think it's Fleetwood, was it? There's all sorts of random teams. I personally want a team I've never done before. And Blackpool. We've got a few Blackpools in the chat here. Millwall, nice. But what else we got here? Charlton, Birmingham City is that there, Kyoto. But please don't spam the chat, by the way. We'll have to ban a couple of years. Right, what we got here? I'm just about sorted. We're literally about to get the draw in just a minute. Yeah, the stream's gone on for 2 hours. Yeah, well, I don't do many streams, so I like to engage with my audience when I do come on. But it is on the next 5 minutes once Sky Sports gets underway. But it's this the actual EFL stream hasn't even started. What is it doing here? Why is that not started? But yeah, we're just literally just awaiting now, and we're good to go. Right. Sorry, guys, just wait a second there. We've got about 1,000 people watching the stream at the minute, so if you guys are enjoying it, make sure I get down and smash the like button. West Ham fan there, up the irons. I do like West Ham, by the way, that they're easily getting back up the Premier League. So just enjoy the Championship, enjoy a season of smashing loads of teams. That's what we've done about 10 years ago. Someone's knocking you door. Don't start this crap. It was always the window. It was always the window when I was at home. Now it's the door. Okay, I think the stream's is it on now? Are we good to go? EFL. Is that on? No, the stream's just not underway yet. Well, I've got the stream ready to come on. It's just nothing on yet. We do have a super chat by which I'm going to read through before the stream starts because it's just like not even on yet. Who? I can't. Is it this one? Yeah. One second. I'm trying to get the. I can see. It's on ads, no worries. Thank you for letting me know. We've got Lewis Sutherland here with a £5 donation. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you are well. Hope everyone else is doing well in the chat. Do appreciate your donation. That'll be going back into the trips when I'm out and about in places like this because it is pretty bloody expensive. But yeah, comedy advert break, guys. We're just awaiting the draw. I've got it here. Literally got it here. Look, I've got it here ready to go. We are awaiting the next couple of minutes to find out who we're gonna get. Oh, I'm excited. We've got it here. Literally a couple of minutes and we're going underway, guys. So yeah, I had to have the comments up the screen for a couple of minutes due to the fact that obviously I'm using this phone to physically find out who we've got. But Yes, we are going to be telling you the teams that are coming out in just a moment. Before we do that, crack it open a can of the Fanta Zero sugar. So, whatever drink you guys are having, cheers. Let's have a good one. Let's wish the best as well. Let's hope we get a good draw. But yeah, we're literally just waiting for it to start. Yeah, it still hasn't came on yet from the EFL. So once it does, we will get underway. But yeah, for those who are watching in Sky Sports, just let me know when it's off the adverts, by the way, because that's when it will come on in the EFL. I'm waiting for the EFL to get underway. Sponsored by Fanta. It's honestly not a wish, by the way. I wouldn't mind free drinks of Fanta, but I'm on the Stella, my Adam. Fair enough. Relax, drink a Stella. You know, it makes you feel better. But yeah, we're literally just waiting for this. Next couple minutes, guys, we're good underway. Lincoln away all day, all day. I've been at Lincoln before, actually, with the women's team. Wouldn't mind going back there, actually. It's a good ground. How do you like it? It's on now, Adam Noise. On now. What's the EFL doing? What's it doing? I swear down, guys. Look, that's EFL. Look, EFL. What is it doing? Is it actually on? I swear down, the EFL is not coming on. That's the actual EFL that hasn't got it on. Guys, is the actual draw starting? I swear to God, the EFL is not showing it. There's got a scheduled live stream that's not putting on. The showing ads, okay, they are. I'll crap myself for a second now. I'm gonna say, what are they doing? Like, what are they actually doing? I've got the real draw on here. Oh, it's on. Okay, we've got it, guys. The stream is on. Look, live stream will start soon. You see that? Oh, excited. So this will come on once the draw begins. We are quite literally awaiting the draw. The live stream will start soon. I'm going to put my phone like this. Actually, I'm going to set it up so I'll not be able to read any comments for a few minutes because my phone's there now. But yeah, I have got the phone set up there. I can physically see who's going to come out, and we are waiting. What is Hang on, is that actually, I don't think that's actually live, is it? Oh, wait, no, it's live now. We've got it. We've got it, guys. Son, they're just talking through before they get the balls out. You're talking minutes away. Oh, the hand's going in. He's moving the hand around. This is the northern section. This is Newcastle's side, and we are ball number 14, by the way. So ball 20 comes out first. That is Stoke City. They are the first team out of the draw. Stoke City are playing number 10, which is Hull. Stoke City against Hull. Bit of a boring fixture there. I know Hull City's a Premier League team now, but it's a fixture I've always seen before. 14 Newcastle at home. Oh, it's not an away game, but it is a home game. Who is it? Newcastle against number 21. West Brom. West Brom. That's actually Tom Garrett's team, isn't it? So he can get stuffed out of the competition. But yeah, that's about the only exciting thing about West Brom. That's still pretty good at home draw, to be fair. That's not bad at all. But yeah, that is who we're playing. Blackburn Rovers are playing number 17, which is Sheffield United. So that's the third game there. Newcastle is playing West Brom. If anyone's coming in now watching Newcastle, we'll go for the rest of the teams, to be fair. Number 15 is out next, which is Nottingham Forest, and they are going to be playing hopefully Everton. You know, give them a Premier League team. That'll be all right for us. So Forest are playing 11. Leeds. You know what? I'll take that. Forest Leeds. That's a good draw for us. Get one of them out straight away. You know what, guys? This is looking all right. Yeah, I tell you what, Chelsea get Tottenham. We're in dreamland. Doncaster's out next. Ideally, give the lower down teams, just give them some easy draws. Give them each other. That'd be quite good. Doncaster against Middlesbrough. I tell you what, I'm a bit jealous of that, actually. That's a good draw for Middlesbrough. So Borough are heading off to Doncaster. Barnes is out next. Again, just give them the nice ones. Just give them all the nice ones. I will be back in the chat in a few minutes' time, by the way, guys. Just going through this. Barnsley is playing Crewe Alexandra. Again, that's a pretty good one for Newcastle. One of them will be going into the third round. It'll probably be who Man City's playing. Number 16, that is Preston. Preston's out the hat, and they're going to be getting themselves number 8, which is Everton. Good one for Everton. That wouldn't say an easy game, but it's pretty comfortable for them, I'd argue. But yeah, again, Newcastle's got West Brom. If anyone's coming in now, Blackpool, they're going to be playing number 12, which is Lincoln. Blackpool Lincoln. That's an okay one for Newcastle again. That'll be an all right team going through for it. I think it's 4 balls left on the northern side before we go to the southern side. Sheffield Wednesday is out next. Is Sheffield United still in there? I think they are on the Wolves. Oh, I swear Sheffield United's still in there. Are they the last two? Oh no, there's still a few, couple more balls. Number 4, Bradford. We're nearly done with the northern side, and then we're going to be moving on to the southern side. So Bradford City, they are playing number 5, which is Burnley. So the last two now. Sheffield United's one of them balls on that. I swear they're still in there. Who else is in there? Is it Fleetwood? Okay, and then the last one now. And then afterwards, we're moving up to the southern side. So Fleetwood against Shrewsbury. Where was Sheffield United? Are they not in it? Am I being stupid? But I already called out. I think it must have been. I'm going to quickly go to the comment section, guys, before we go on to the next lot of them. But yeah, Newcastle West Brom. You know what? That's all right. I do not mind that. I really do not mind that. What's this? Everton away to Preston, but at home. What? How's? What do you mean by that? Oh, I know Preston and Everton are very close to each other, but what the hell does that mean? No, West Brom at home's good, buddy. Yeah, I'm just a bit kind of gutted because I like away matches. To be honest, I'm not going to BS anymore. I like my away games, but West Brom at home, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one. But yeah, I think we're going out the southern side now. So we're going out the southern side, guys. So let's be fair and let's call the southern side. Everyone, let's all pray now. Chelsea Tottenham, please give us Chelsea Tottenham. If we do that, we're in dreamland. Come on, everyone, fingers crossed. 21 goals, so just keep them up, keep them away from any of these lower league teams. Just give us the good ones. Walsall, Leighton Orient, good start, good start. One of them's going through. I'm happy with that. Come on. Ipswich Town, Premier League team's fine. Even Norwich, if Norwich is in it, I'll be fine. Give them a derby. Ipswich against Leicester. Okay, that one's okay. Right, come on. Tottenham, Chelsea, they're in there. They're in there. Cardiff. Okay. Again, give them an easy team. Norwich, that's fine. Cardiff, Norwich, that is fine. We do not mind that. Next ball's out. Stevenage, again, just give them an easy team. I tell you what, if Chelsea get Tottenham, we're in dreamland. Stevenage, Reading. Guys, it's on, this is on, Not many boys left. Number 4, Cambridge. Again, just avoid it. Just avoid them, you'll be alright. That's what you got to do, boys. Cambridge against Millwall. Oh, guys, it could happen. There's not many balls left. Birmingham again. Just stay away from Chelsea and Tottenham, and we're fine. Brentford. Oh, I don't mind that. That's actually not even an easy game for Brentford either. This is going well, guys. They're still in there. Southampton. Southampton's next. That's not an easy game either. But again, just keep them away. West Ham. Oh my God. There's not. Guys, this match could actually happen. There really isn't many balls left. There's like 4 games left. Number 22. Watford. Just keep them away from Watford. Peterborough. Watford, Peterborough. Oh my God. They're still in there. Fulham. Fulham's Fulham's not even a bad one either. I think Fulham's probably still decent for them. Who's it going to be? Fulham against Wimbledon. Is there only 2 balls left? How many balls are left? Oh, 4. No, there's 4 balls. They're both in there. Playing for Exeter. Please do not pull them out. It's a 1 in 3 chance. Please don't get them. Playing for Exeter so easy as well. Please don't. Coventry. Oh my God. There's only 2 balls left. That's Tottenham and Chelsea, isn't it? It has to be. Oh, there was 4 balls. Oh, I didn't see there's still 4 balls. Oh my God. Who was that? Chelsea. It could happen, There's 3 balls. One of them's Tottenham. Luton. Oh, I thought there was only 2 balls left. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Oh, there was one. I thought there was only 2 balls left. It wasn't. Chelsea, Luton, Tottenham's got the other one. Who is it? The both home as well. I swear it's going to be an easy team, and I can't believe I thought they had each other. Oh, that is so infuriating. Who have they got? Tottenham's got Charlton. I cannot believe that. Oh, they both got away with murder there. There was 4 balls left in, and they both got the easy team. I cannot believe that. Oh, that is actual BS. Oh dear, that is so annoying. They literally had each other as well. That's annoying. That's so annoying, guys. I thought that there. I swear there was only 2 balls left. There was 4. I'm blind. Oh well, I mean, yeah, they're probably going to go through anyway. Listen, they might get you through in the next round, and even then, Chelsea and Tottenham aren't classed as a European team, so they can just get the good teams anyway. They can still get Arsenal in the next round. So, um, it is what it is. We've got to do a job against West Brom, guys. In our West Brom, put my hand up. I take that pretty easy team. So, yeah, we should get the job done there. What else we got here? Right. It's just West Brom easy. Yeah, West Brom's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good for us. But we'll go for a couple of minutes, guys. I'm going to call it after that. I've been for 2.5 hours and I'm starving. We're going to get some lead shortly. But you know what? It could have been a lot worse. I think that's pretty decent, to be fair. Oh, there was a couple of right ones there. I think the best one was probably who was it? Southampton had was it Brentford? Was it Southampton Brentford? And I think there was a Premier League tie. I think there was a couple of Premier League ties there. To be fair, there were a couple of good ones actually, so I didn't mind that. Yeah, I think we'll be fine going the next round, guys. But we'll wrap up the stream here because I've been on for a while and I need to go get some leads. So Forest Leeds, yeah, Forest Leeds is a good one actually. That was probably the best actual competitive one because a good team's going out. So yeah, that was good, that one. Oh yeah, that is true, isn't it? Um, no, that is true actually. Yeah, Birmingham City was in the Southern Draw. That's interesting you put it that way. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, there must be a reason for that. Chelsea Luton probably will be in TV. Yeah, decent draw for us. I'm happy with it. I'm more than happy with it actually. But if you don't mind me, guys, we're going to have to wrap up in the next 60 seconds because I'll be on for quite a while. Then I do actually need to get some food. So appreciate you watching anyway. I'm just a bit gutted, to be honest. I was so convinced Chelsea had Tottenham. I just thought it was going to happen. It's probably blew my wind away. It's probably demoralised my confidence there. But no, I'm happy with Newcastle. On Newcastle side of things, that was pretty good. I've got to look at it that way. I'm happy with the draw. Mid-table championship club, pretty decent in it. Then again, we've got thumped against a mid-table championship club in Bristol City, so we can't underestimate them, can't undermine them. But certainly for me, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. But yeah, take care anyway, guys. Have a good one. I'll be back with the overnight stay vlog tomorrow. It'll be a transfer news video tomorrow, and then of course the vlog on Wednesday. So wish you all the best. Take care. Thank you for your support as always. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.